Ahoy, crypto pirates! Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate's FN Hangout. And what an FN Hangout it's gonna be. It's a time for celebration. It's a time for the death and rebirth of all kinds of cool shit. It's gonna be some fun tonight. I cannot wait to get online and get talking to some Hexicans. I already got KNTX waiting in the back room for you, but I got a couple of things I want to bring up first before we get everybody started. Remember, tonight's the FN Hangout. I probably haven't thrown the invite link out there a whole bunch, which I should have. I'm going to post it in the chat room right now. Anybody else, would you please throw that thing out on the Twitters and in the chat rooms? I didn't put it in the chat rooms. I didn't put it in the Twitters. And I hope that you can hear me because I can't hear my damn self, which usually I can, but I can't tonight. So are all good? You shake your head again. Yeah. KNTX said, yes, we're good. So good. All right, guys. So first things first, Hex is taking a little chill right now, cooling off from a badass pump week. I missed Monday night because shit, man. Oh, 17.4. That ain't down. That's for sure. What's up, everybody? So I'll say hi to the chat room. Let's say hi to the chat room first, everybody. Melv Tony, Crypto Mystic, what's cracking? ISO Serenity, Nunya, what's up, Nunya Business? Tin Top, Crypto Mystic, Orion, Cool Luke, what's up, Hex fam? Diraj Moore, the man with the golden mic, is in the house. I think I said hello, Orion, Nardo, freaking one of the finer cutthroats. Pay me Hex. Yo, what up? I like your name, bro. Then what else we have? Gomer Pyle, Crypto CPT, Thomas Turner, Nicholas Luciano. Let's see, mate, enjoying your principal big payday and principal across time to 2036. Yeah. Ahoy, Dorsey. What's up? Hexillionaire. And Toby, what's happening, everybody? What is up? So let's talk a little bit about what's going on out there. Monday. Oh, look, here it is right here. So Monday, this right here, this was my bag ticket for my fishing trip I took on Monday. So I got to go spend some time with my son, which I haven't done a lot of. Shit, man, just to tell you guys how absolutely freaking important that was. You know, that poor little guy, you know, he's 20 years old. So 20 years ago when I had him, when my wife had him, when we had our 20-year-old, when we had our kid, he was in the middle of the shit flying. Dad had to work, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7. So I was basically an absent dad, but I did what had to be done. And we didn't get to go on as many fishing trips as I would have liked to. We didn't get to spend as much time together as I would have liked to, but we're changing that now. So anytime I get a chance to go spend some time with that young man, I'm going to, and we're going to make those moments memorable. So the kind of fish, we went after tuna, which we shouldn't have, because the tuna have been running sporadically out here in California. Every once in a while we get like a tuna run. They kind of like dip down into our area, or dip up into our area. Mostly they stay down south there, Mexico area. But lately they've been coming up. So people have been getting boatloads. So the boat captain decided he was going to go out there and hunt for the big tuna, and nothing. We went front side of Catalina. By the time we got to the front side of Catalina, we found us a nice little honey hole with a bunch of what people call, some of them will call them grandma fish, I think, but we call them sheep's head out here. They're called sheep's head. And they're a real good eating fish, man, because oh, look at that. Bree, you know what, Bree? I'll get mine in a minute. I get some people in here. I'll get mine and we'll do a shot together. So hold on to your shot, keep it chilled, and I'll get my shot here in a minute. But we'll do it. We'll do a qualia shot. If you guys haven't, I'll talk about that too later. That's going to be cool shit to talk about. I've been on my qualia for like over a week now, and I love this stuff. And I'm not no sponsor. I don't promote it or anything like that. But Bree turned me on to it, and it's changing things, man. It's changing. And tonight when I hit my shot, I know it's even be better. So anyway, what I was saying was the fish They come down. We caught these sheep's head, and a sheep's head, guys, if you don't know what it is, they got these funky, big fucking knocker teeth in the front, right? And what they do is they bust shellfish with those knocker teeth, these fucking like hammers. And if you look at the picture I put on Twitter, me and my son, they all they eat is shellfish. They eat scallops and clams and whatever they can get a hold of, oysters and shellfish. And so their meat tastes like freaking a cross between a bass and a scallop. They're so fucking good, man. So we got a bunch of those. My son caught a bunch. I only caught one. I caught a couple fish, but only one of them was really legal. And he caught 5 legals and the freaking jackpot fish on the boat. So it was very cool. Had a great time with my kid. So sorry I didn't show up on Monday, guys, but I'm not going to miss any of those moments for anything anymore, no matter. But you guys are definitely second choice. That's for sure. So anyway, with that being said, there's one more little piece of housekeeping that I want to make everybody aware of. So I just want to tell everybody, and myself included, we need to not take ourselves so goddamn seriously, because this game that we're playing out there is a game of attraction. We are a crypto community of principles, and yes, although we are personalities, we aren't governed by our personalities. We're governed by principles that Richard's product has put out there. So when we're engaging with one another, we should be very aware that all of our intentions are to bring more people into this community and into the light of the product that is Hex and Pulse, because we're changing lives, guys. And I was never one to want to onboard people, but I've literally, like I went to my bank today and I onboarded one guy at my bank kind of accidentally talking about crypto. He got in, he told a couple guys. Before I know it, I turned into like a celebrity at my bank, and not because of my bank account. That's for sure. Nobody ever paid attention to me until after all of a sudden, things started changing. And so now I walk into my bank and I'm a celebrity. It's just like they can't get enough of the Hex. And one of the guys literally came up to me and was like half in tears saying, you changed my family's life, man. I've been messing around with this Robinhood thing, and I heard you guys talking and I saw what you've been doing, and I watched one of your streams, and I just decided, you know what, I'm getting out of this bullshit and I'm just going to go straight and put everything in the Hex. Well, he did that at 11 cents or something like that. So now when I came in today, he's just like damn near in tears. So these guys, we're changing people's lives by exposing them to Hex. And you got to realize that no matter what that exposure is, whether you like it, appreciate it or not, no press is bad press. Every exposure is an exposure, and it's going to bring them into the light of Hex and Pulse. It doesn't matter about our personalities, who we are, what we think of other people, what we think of Richard, what we think about other communities, other cryptos. Shit doesn't matter, man. What matters is people actually getting in front of Hex and getting in front of Pulse and changing their financial futures, because everything else out there shit. And the more and more people we expose, the more and more people that we will actually bring into financial freedom, man. I mean, fuck. You guys I don't want to get into the braggadocious shit and all that stuff, but man, my life is changing at an exponential rate now. And it's because of freedoms. It's not because I've got money or wealth or anything like that. It's because I have freedoms to do things, and my first plans of action were to give back. So first of all, to give back to everybody that gave so freely to me over the years, that helped me through things. And when me and my family had to put a dime where a fucking dollar was supposed to go, they were there to help me out, and make that 90 cents up or whatever. There's a lot of people that did that in my life. And so, I went out there and I made sure that I was whole everywhere. There were some people in my life, in my immediate family, that I wanted to make whole. I wanted to help them because they're hurting right now. And, on top of that, I had some important service work that I wanted to do to help out, mothers with children who don't have anything and they're trying to do some things with their lives. I want to go out and help that first too. And then of course, first and foremost was my family. My wife, we got a house that's been, in neglect for 18 years. We lived here. I bought a new house when I bought it, but shit, man, I'm a cheapskate. I've been working my ass off. You better make that carpet last another damn 20 years. You better make that freaking air conditioner not break. You better make sure that, that refrigerator is absolutely fucking, hot inside before we get a new one. That's been my life. So, like I said, there was always too much month at the end of the money. And there was always a place my wife had to stick a dime where a dollar was supposed to go. So, I'm changing that for her. She doesn't have to worry about that stuff anymore. And like I said, I ain't buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis and freaking mink coats and $100,000 watches right now. But I am making my life whole. I am making my family whole, and things are a lot more comfortable. And it sure is nice to be walking around with real freedom and not having to rely on the dollar to do that for me. So, we always talk about how bad, the dollar is and what's going on out there. And I get it, man. I know that, yeah, it's got problems, but guess what? It's the reserve currency out there in the world. It is what people use. When I go to buy something for my family or I go on that fishing trip, they ain't taking fucking hex, guys. They're taking dollars, man. So, you got to understand that. And we just made the dollar better is what we did. We made the dollar better. See, really what it is the dollar is the currency of exchange. And our crypto and hex is actually the store of value and the actual grower of value. We're making gains while dollars just sit there so that you can spend them. And there's a whole bunch more of them. So thank your lucky stars that you're with Hex and you've got a place where your financial value is growing and moving and everything else is stagnant. And yeah, go grab you some of that stagnant stuff to go do the things that you need to do to make your life free. But we aren't dependent on that, which is lovely. So think about that. We're not dependent on the dollar. We got to use it. Because it's the thing everybody wants to exchange because Bitcoin don't work. So you got to use the dollar to do so. So, swap out your crypto every now and then for a little bit of dollars and make your life free. So, but anyway, don't take yourselves too seriously. Everybody work together on trying to bring as many people as we can and fucking don't shade anybody else who's trying to bring people in this space, no matter what it is they're doing. You guys go do your own goddamn thing and fucking leave everybody else alone. Let them do their thing. Fucking around with Hexicans. Go out there and mess with everybody else out there. There's plenty of them. You don't need to be messing around with this community and telling people in this community how they should be fucking onboarding people. That's none of your goddamn business. Go do your thing and leave everybody else alone. That's what this community and that's what this channel was built for, was for everybody to come in here and give their personalities and their opinions and how they want to do it. So for the rest of you, you can go fuck off and go do your own thing and go make your own channel and go make your own shit and go do it your own way. But we're going to do it the way we do it around here. And that means everybody gets a fucking shot until you want to start shading on everybody else. That's how I feel. So anyway, all right, guys, with that being said, this has been an awesome week. Oh, look at my new Stuttgart shirt. Oh, baby, getting ready. Like I said, once I make everybody else whole and take care of some freaking business of the heart that needs to be done, then one of these days it's off to Germany to go take care of that business. So anyway, okay, let me. I'm going to bring up Kinetics real quick, and then I will go get my shot, Bree. Okay, hold on a second here. Yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah, there we go. Much better. Hey, brother, what you up to today?
Oh man, just fucking feeling good, man. I'm gonna leave you with everybody. I'm gonna go get me a shot real quick because me and Bree are gonna take a shot.
I got some things to say too. Bree brought it up, and I'm gonna re-mention it here on the FN Hangout. But
I'll be right back.
Sounds good, man. So Bree's right. You guys, you have no idea, any of you who are attacking Nicole, Nerd Girl, what value she's brought on the back end and the people who have eyes on this project that wouldn't have had eyes on this before. So first off, you're going to get a fucking fistful of knuckles to your teeth if I see it in person, the way you guys have been treating her and the way you guys have been threatening her. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck if I make friends right now, because that is bullshit. And second of all, you don't threaten people with violence. I don't care if it's Eric Wall. I don't care if it's Nerd Girl. That is bullshit. And every one of us Hexicans needs to stand up against that. You guys have no idea how hard she's working. She's got doors. She's stopping the gatekeeping in certain places where you guys didn't even know it existed. So just want to throw that out there. Everyone, let Nerd Girl know just how much you appreciate her being in this community. And if you don't, that's fine, but shut your fucking damn mouth and you don't have to say anything. But you're either going to love her or you're going to leave her alone. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, this shit stops right now with her.
Right on. I like that. I heard it. All right, Bree, where you at? You got yours? You got your shot, Bree?
Now the fun can begin. Let's watch Captain trip on stream. Love
it. dude. So I'm glad he oh shit. I'm glad he didn't put these back in the free. My son moved these. Anyway. There we go.
You guys, we have to. We have to. If we don't look out for our own, who else is going to look out for us? We got to watch out for our own, guys.
And by doing so, we just need to, we don't need to shade each other. That's just it, period. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So we've had fallings out and disagreements with people in the community, but what happened behind closed doors, and we go on our own merry ways. But that doesn't mean we don't support each other as Hexicans. The people that we've had fallouts with still, some of them are still touting the good word of the Hex and Pulse. And I don't fault them for that. And I want that to continue. So you won't see me shade them publicly. So I hope you guys can do what's right for the whole community, for the whole product, and move forward. So I had to say something.
All right. I'm done kicking that horse. Where is everybody? Did we not put the I didn't put it anywhere.
Put it. I'll grab it. You guys go ahead and take your shots. I'm going to go ahead and you and Bree get to it.
All right, Bree, I'm hitting it, man. Look at that. That stuff does not taste good at all.
You don't think so?
No, it literally tastes like they ran it through a donkey's ass twice before they put it in this bottle. They had to. That's the only way. Yeah, but it is worth it. This stuff is, man, this stuff's good. What was that? So Hex Softball and Qualia, the Nootropics brand for you. No, I'm not
Blackwing. Bree, please refrain from poisoning the captain. Thank you.
So this is neurohacker.com's Qualia. It's nootropic vitamins, I guess. I hope it's vitamins. I hope it's nothing. I don't know what I ordered. I just ordered it. I think I should have known when Bree sent me the link, though, that maybe there might have been something. They asked me to send it to tornado.cash and then get that anyway. So that's how I had to pay for it.
Donkeys beats gas station pills. Okay, noted.
They're learning. So, and then it came with an address with 3 different addresses penned on it. But anyway, no, this stuff is actually from right over here, I think, by me somewhere. And I think it's in San Diego, to be honest. No, it's in, Carlsbad. So these guys are like down the street from me. I can go pick this stuff up. But they work on nootropics, and I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, but it's mind vitamins basically is what it is. And it's if we see okay. So anyway, it's good stuff, man. So I started taking it over a week ago, I think, and I'm starting to have these trippy dreams, man. like straight up. Like my focus is definitely a lot better, like a lot better, man. My focus is, and I got so much going on right now. I mean, you and me got like enough for enough people, like for an army of people to be dealing with between you and me. And on top of that, I have a whole nother, company, business job that I do, and a family and a house that's torn up upside down because my wife decided that because I gave her a little bit of money that it was time for the house to finally get fixed up. So, which I don't blame her. That's fine. That's good. That's what I wanted her to do with her money. And so now my house is upside down, which you and I talked about is like the end of serenity there when your house is ripped to shreds. It's like, oh, so my house is ripped to shreds and I got all this shit going on, but I am focused as a motherfucker. I feel focused, like, man. And the dreams. So I never remember dreams. I don't remember dreams, right? Like, yeah, okay, I might wake up like, oh, fuck, that was horrible. And then it goes away, right? Well, this time I had a dream and I still remember it. So I'm like scared as fuck. I'm dead. And they're like putting the noose around my neck. For some reason I'm getting hung, right? So they're putting a noose around my neck. Everybody's around. I'm like, this is it. And then for some reason, and I don't know why, it's like they were supposed to hang you not only with just the rope, but they had this freaking big thick wire like a snare, like a rabbit snare. They had to go with it. So they had to put that on. So I'm like, oh God, what the fuck? This is morbid, right? So I'm getting strung up. They're putting this wire on. And then like without anything happening, I was like, oh, I don't have to be in this. Like my mind just said, oh, I don't have to be in this. So I literally took myself out of it and freaking like woke myself up and was like, wow, that was a trip. And I never remember dreams, and I'm remembering this damn dream. So it's probably beginning.
I hope that's not your dream. I hope you haven't been waiting to hear RG3's dream journals. Just throwing that out there.
I am fired up, man. It was now I'm even going to be more because holy shit. Yeah, man, that I just did my shot. I'm already fired up. This has been a hell of a week. Hex has been pumping. I mean, and today is actually, believe it or not, today is the day I finally bought myself a new coffee pot.
You right on.
You're like
big baller.
Yeah.
Did you put that in Hex Flex, bro? We gotta flex that one, bro. Is it got the cute little K cups, or is it a big old manly pot of brew?
So no, it's a let me see here if I can.
You went and bought freaking an old Starbucks and threw it in your house. Remodeled your house to look like Starbucks. It's just a coffee pot, no big deal. It's the whole shebang bang.
Oh, let's see. Okay, hold on. So
Hex Mac wants you to wrap that coffee pot in Hex Gradient.
So let's see. Hold on. Let's see here.
Top of the line, Mr. Coffee. That's right, Crypto.
That's what I got right there, baby. That's a Ferrari of motherfucking coffee pots right there, baby. That ain't no joke. Look at that.
Does that have its own radiator?
Goddamn right it do. It's got a fucking tachometer on it. It's got a cooling tower. It's got a fucking turbo on it. It's got goddamn nitrous. See that button right there? That right there, that's nitrous button. You hit that motherfucker right there and you are going, man. You are going.
What's that, like 0 to 60 in 5 minutes?
Damn right, baby. That's the shit right there. So I went and bought me a coffee pot, man. Motherfucker got gauges on it. Shit. Got gauges and shit.
Hey, don't act like it ain't cool, Franklin. I've seen what's going on in your channel lately. In your Hex Dreams, you got to keep Briz out, man. Got to keep that guy out.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Briz posted a picture of a guy taking his sex doll in a wheelchair to the jewelry shop to pick out rings. And he said, now that's extreme. And I said, shake my head is what I did with the slap your face. I was like, Franklin, you need to be more selective who you let in.
Franklin, I tried to talk to him today. Me and Franklin couldn't catch each other today. Sorry, Franklin. I got in a little late. The family had something going on, and I had to go pick up my coffee pot too. You know, I was at my granddad's house when I first talked to him, and then he was going to try and help me unfuck the microphone and the headset stuff.
I can hear you in both ears tonight, by the way. Sounds really good.
Yeah, it's because I don't have the damn what do you call it? The Bluetooth on. The Bluetooths just are not. It has something to do with the settings in my browsers, the Chrome settings and all that.
Is it trying to use both mics? Because I think one of them was muting and the other one was picking you up.
Yeah, like when I was in the bathroom taking a piss, man.
Yeah. And you even had mute on. That's what the other night you had mute on. I could still hear you.
I know.
Through the house.
I know. It was messed up, man.
Mm-hmm. At least your stream is strong, according to everyone who was listening.
No prostate problems there, huh?
Be proud.
Anyway, just typical Discourse Syndicate, man. If it's not, jerking off horses, it's the captain pissing or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, man, I had a fucking great ass day today, and you and I have had a few conversations about some cool stuff going on. And you even let a little bit out of the bag on the other morning.
I teased a lot of people. You have no idea how many DMs I've gotten about some of that information and things and relevant products that are similar to it, and all kinds of videos that everybody's been sending me. So I got a lot of research to do this weekend. I'm actually talking to this particular individual and trying to get a network set up for all of you Hexicans who are interested in it. So we'll talk more, but we're going to talk on Monday. He had a sick wife and was needing to leave work early to go take care of her, but we got a lot of good things lined up on that front. So a lot of research going on in the background, a lot of good information to disseminate to you guys.
So put it in perspective, guys. Kinetics tried to do he did a pretty decent job of explaining it after I tried to explain it to him. So that whole thing that, what do they call it? Telephone.
Yeah.
People's ear, but it goes in my ear and it comes out a whole different fucking story. And then it went to Kinetics. So of course you guys didn't get the real story because I told it wrong. He told it wrong after that. And it's just, we'll fix it though. But imagine this. Let me just put an imaginary scenario. Imagine having your hex gains staked as they are, and then taking what you need to put into your own savings account in those ugly old dollars that everybody hates. Imagine being able to do that, to hold your stakes and to hold your dollars and not spend a dime of them, and to be compensated for having doing so in US dollars. I mean, it's a great program that we're looking at that is not only going to help all the Hexicans out there who have stakes that don't want to spend their hex, but imagine that. You won't have to spend your hex.
So imagine
making hex even more rare. More people can't get to your hex.
Let's do it. Let's boil it down a different way. How about you get paid in fiat dollars by a bank and you buy more hex to increase your bag, and you increase your payout from the bank every month.
Every month.
At the same time.
And no waiting. It's happening now as soon as you set it up. You're being paid monthly. So, and this is not a crypto product. This is a traditional real world product that people are using every day. It's rich people shit, guys. It's rich people shit. And we're going to bring it to you and show you guys how to use it.
You never release your keys. Always
never release your keys. Never release your keys. You are in full custody. It's right along the lines of having a self-directed IRA. So it'll be a self-directed investment account and a self-directed savings account that you need to hold in order to prove that you're getting the gains or the the dividends that they're going to pay you every single month. So all you got to do is hold those, and you're in custody of them. All they have to do is be able to view them. Like your bank can view a self-directed account to make sure that you are within the realm of continuing to keep that self-directed IRA where it's supposed to be. Same premise, same purpose. But you still hold the keys. Nobody else does. They just need to be able to see what it's doing. So anyway, we'll talk more about that. And yes, exactly. Setting up a foundation, or it's kind of a little bit of both, a little bit of all, and also part of fractional reserve banking type stuff. So it's going to be badass. And once we get the details, we'll lay it out there for you guys. Really cool product. Just freaking cool stuff.
We'll get you a lot more detail. We're going to get some real in-depth stuff going on.
Bring up we got another Hexican back there.
We will. Hey, Oswald, Randy, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Great to see you guys. Great to see everybody tonight.
Yeah, man.
You're kind of blowing my mind. It's some sort of collateralized legacy hybrid thing.
Exactly.
That sounds exciting.
Yep.
Very exciting.
Yep. Because what they're
get my head around.
And no hex gets harmed in the doing.
No hex gets harmed. So thanks, Cash Plus, for the $10. Yeah, it's we're looking at this and we got so excited. We were like little schoolgirls on the phone.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around that. Listen to it. I'm like, what is this? This is interesting. Really interesting.
Yep. So extremely excited about this. We'll have more coming for you guys, but it's going to be a game changer. Imagine if all Hexicans were just stacking more T-shares, getting passive income, just letting the bank, without taking control of it, letting the bank use your assets as their assets to get those 0% interest loans from the Federal Reserve, and then giving you a cut of what they make off of it every month. So, Bree wants to take another shot with you, RG.
No, I don't do two no more. I did that one time, and I don't do two no more.
I'm on this site. What other of the products you use on the Nootropics? I'm on the site now.
All of them.
Very interested.
I take them all, bro. I even got shit that I don't need because I got I got one of everything, man. And I love this shit. I fucking love the focus that I have these days. It's awesome. And those shots, man, I haven't had a shot in since Monday, and fuck, I love those things. I gotta stay, be chill. Be chill on those. I like them, but man.
Maybe they could be a sponsor. I've seen Nootropics as sponsors on shows.
Cool, man.
You're selling it. I mean, I'm on the website. I'm interested.
Oh man. So Bree got me hooked on them. So everybody go to Bree's link, and I think Bree's got let me see.
He's got a link for Telegram chat. It's t.me/Hex Medical. So guys, go check out his group, Hex Medical, on Telegram, and he'll get you more details. He's excited to let everyone else in on this. He wants everyone else to be a super genius like him. So
yeah, super genius. That's where I'm headed right now. I'm like on super genius level. I can control my dreams right now. I've never been able to control my dreams or even remember the damn things, for that matter. It's the only dream I've ever remembered, I think, in my whole life. Well, there's a couple of them, but anyway.
Ben15 discount code, guys. Neurohacker.com.
Ben15.
Now, let's reach out. I'll reach out to them next week. See if they want to sponsor my mushroom usage, and we'll sponsor them on the show. Have them pay for some episodes sponsored by. Then we can finally click that button inside YouTube that says, yes, this is a sponsored video, and disclose who our sponsor is. My camera's really weird tonight. It's like super close up on me.
I've definitely seen Nootropics as a sponsored product on shows.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a buddy in Southeast Asia who's used Nootropics for years and years, and he swears by them. He can't slow himself down. He only sleeps 5-6 hours a night, and he's well rested. And he just, like, from the moment he wakes up to the time he goes to bed, he's just in kicking in gear mode, just ready to produce. So
yeah, and that's me. I don't sleep much, 3 or 4 hours a night, and now I'm actually getting better sleep. So I like that part of it for sure, because I've just always just wanted to be able to sleep like normal people, like just stay in bed, you know, like my whole family, they could just stay in bed till fucking noon if they wanted to. But I'm always up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah. So isn't that called Coke? No, no, but anyway, so
it's so important because it sets you up mentally, the state you're going to be in for the rest of the day. It's all in the sleep and diet, to be fair. My diet and sleep has been terrible at the moment, and I just feel exhausted all the time. It's not good.
Yeah, that's my whole life has just been exhausting. So and it hasn't stopped.
I definitely believe in supplements. I work out 5 days a week. I take the weekends off. And I know that the supplements I take are great for my body. I don't take anything for my mind yet. And I know that there's benefits to be had taking the right products. I've just been a cheapskate up to this point, but I've got no excuse now. If the captain gets smarter than me, I got to step my game up. I got to step it up.
I felt mentally the best when I wasn't eating as much and just having more fresh juices, fresh carrot and celery juice.
See, that's my problem is I fast and then I eat like shit after I fast. So
massive pizza.
So let me start off this evening also by something that I wanted to mention today. Was there were 2 Hexicans who actually retired. I didn't get to go and make Cabana stream, and lo and behold, he is just popped into the stream.
I like the pose. Wish everyone else could see the pose.
So today, Motley, the investor, was able to retire from his career in the Navy and become full-time Hexican, just out there helping people fill in buckets and making things good in the world of crypto and in the world. So Motley, congratulations. On top of that, one of our buddies, Far Out Aliens, also got to retire today. Called me in fucking like tears, man. Just, dude, I'm free, man. I'm fucking free. And man, it's just cool from where we started. Like, Cabana can recall this. We all started just a bunch of hopes and dreams, and maybe we might be right about this thing. We think we're right about this thing. We could be right about this thing. Oh, fuck, are we right about this thing? All that shit. And then taking all the shots from left to right to center. And then, boom, now there's people like Motley, one of our bros, one of our guys, one of our dudes is freaking retired, man. And the same with Far Out Aliens. Fucking done, man. They're free for the rest of their lives. They're free. It's in the bank. It's done. They get to walk away. So, man.
Molly.
Man. Yeah.
That's an inside joke. All right.
Well, I don't know. We've met Molly.
Well, from the last. Yeah. So.
And time is the most scarce resource and the most expensive one that we have. I mean, it's finite,
It is. It's
like you were saying, it's amazing to hear that you're spending time with your son, and that's priceless.
Yeah. I always tell everybody, kids spell love Time. Period. End of story. That's what they want from you. They don't want your money. They don't want your help. They don't want anything from you but your love. That's it, man. And that is your time. And if you can't show them your time, man, they'll go find it somewhere else. They'll go find somebody else that'll give them time.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, bro.
And with that, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go spend some time with my kids. Sorry. Just kidding. It's bedtime. They're in bed.
I'm still in hosting mode, so I'm just like getting out of that like phase. RG knows what I'm talking about. So yeah.
Yeah, that was getting a bit exciting at the end there.
Oh, with
Motley and Johnny, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a good little pulse chain debate. They're just different ecosystems, and I I'm on both sides. I understand the apprehension from the Hex community because, Hexicans have been burned by, multiple things that have been built in, supposedly the benefit of the community and haven't turned out that way. But at the same time, Pulse is it's an ecosystem. You want everything on it. So it's a playground. You're a part of the playground if you are a part of Pulse. For Hex, you own the coolest piece of playground equipment. So you own the biggest slide that all the kids want to, climb up and, slide down on.
And they will.
Yeah. You gotta just separate the two, understand what they both are and the benefits of each. And if you do that, we'll all be good, man. It's all good.
It's all good.
And touching again is similar with the whole nerd girl sort of debacle in terms of we've all come together sharing the same thoughts and ideas in certain aspects of our lives in terms of finance and Hex. But we have to respect that one another have other ideas and other, ways of doing things within our own lives. So we don't have to all agree on everything all the time. There's no need to sort of necessarily attack one another. You got to sort of learn to respect, and history will ultimately prove who is right or wrong. So there's no need to fall out over it and attack somebody.
Attacking doesn't work anyway.
No.
See, I think that maybe we may have been amiss by how we've all. I think what happened was we were reacting to attacks ourselves in a forceful way. We didn't lay down and take it from all these motherfuckers. We fought back. We came back hard. We came back so hard that it may have appeared like we were on the attack. And maybe some of the new people, some of the youngsters misconstrued that as we're out hunting motherfuckers down and shoving our crypto down their throats. And that's not how it was. And we were out attacking each other if we weren't on some type of a bandwagon or some type of a ride where we were all doing the same thing. No, that's not what it was all about. We were punching back hard because they were coming at us hard, and we were the ones that were telling. See, look, guys, I want to tell everybody this: fucking war's over. We won. Put your fucking muskets down. Put your swords down. Put all your shit down. We fucking won. Now it's time to clean up the battlefield and go out there and make peace. That's what it's all about now. We fucking won. It's over, guys. They got nothing. They got nothing on us. They tried, and they tried. They tried to get richer. They tried to get us. They tried to turn us all against each other. They tried to turn us all against, turn crypto against us. They tried all that stuff. They fucking lost, man, and we won. And that's it. So now put your swords down and fucking go out there and make peace, because that's what the crypto world needs. They need what we got. And we're not going to get, look at what we got here.
Happy birthday to you.
Turn off the fan. Oops.
Happy birthday, Simba, to you.
I'm getting a weak happy birthday right now.
Where's the Mr. President? I don't hear Mr. President.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Here, give me a hug.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, bud.
Love it.
And many more.
Thank you. Do I get one of them hijack cups of coffee?
Woo! Thank you, Rackham Rochelle. $500. Woo! Birthday.
Whoa! Thank you, sir. Thank you. I just got my favorite birthday cake handed to me. That is cool, man. Look at that.
That is cool. RG3 finally turned 14. Happy birthday. Way to go, Bit Finesse.
Yeah, that's about how I feel right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Your, what is that? Your 84th birthday? 84 now?
I'm 54.
Looking pretty good for an 84-year-old.
And I'm still prettier than you. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, show us the cake. So
Who wants
here's
to see the cake?
here it is right here. It's
Ooh, German double chocolate.
Oh, we
Ooh,
got
German-
chips on
yeah.
top.
yeah, German double chocolate, double German chocolate or something like that. Let's see.
that
what's
looks good.
it- Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Nice.
Real good. Wash that damn nootropics taste out of my mouth. Oh, damn, that is good. Anyway,
That'd be funnier if there wasn't a 5-year-old that just stepped into the picture. So back to the birthday praise. That's awesome.
oh, look at
Right
that.
on, man.
Back to the
Blaze
topic
said-
we we're just discussing. I just want to say, it's good to have healthy debate as well, though, and it's good to challenge ideas, as long as it's healthily done and it's moving things forward. Essentially, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's good to have. It's good to have the tough talks.
We're RG and I aren't scared to do it.
Well, and that's what this show's called, Discourse Syndicate, for a reason. It's when you look up those two words in the dictionary. Discourse is us having a discussion. A heated discussion, and a syndicate is usually a financial group of individuals that are like-minded, and that's what we are. We're a discourse syndicate, and we should be able to do that without engaging each other's emotions. It's okay to be emotional, but not at people, at subjects. Yeah. At principles. Yeah. But not towards personalities. That's the difficult thing, is when you start messing around personalities, human beings get in the way.
And anger is justified when it's in defense of others. I don't care what anyone says. So when you see others taking a beating to the chin when they don't deserve it, it's okay to step in and knock the bully in the nose. So just throwing that out there.
Damn. They're good cake.
Good.
German chocolate, man. And I got my Stuttgart shirt on. You know it's coming.
Get some
almost
of the old
Porsche time.
stash and beard there.
It's almost Porsche time.
All right. Porsche time. That's going to be your new favorite time. Porsche time.
Mm-hmm. So what's the word? There was some I didn't get to see all of Richard's stream. I heard there were some things in there that he was talking about. There's something about another coin or something like that. I have literally been on vacation this week, from crypto, from Twitter, from everything. I didn't even get to see the whole Richard stream. So
it's a reward
like
coin for liquidity. Yeah, liquidity providing.
So instead of just
and
like
it's brilliant, because
just
then
like
you're not
Matic
selling
did.
pulse.
What was
The
it?
quick.
Quick, yeah, quick. They did quick. Yeah, instead of trading pulse, right? Instead of selling pulse.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
like it.
So
That way,
pulse
no
doesn't
one's
get
selling Hex or
screwed.
pulse,
Yeah.
but they're still making rewards. I keep cutting out. Sorry about that, guys. I might have to restart my computer here. I got too many things running on this old beast. I got a new computer that I just haven't fired up yet. I was hoping to move into the new pad. It's going to do a.
You're not cutting out here. Maybe your feed is cutting out, but you're not cutting out here.
Good. Okay, that's good to hear.
Maybe it's just your viewing is cutting out, but you're not.
Yeah. Good.
I went to a Bitcoin meetup this week. Tried to show hacks.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy, that went over like a fucking church.
No, it's good. I one guy's gonna check it out. Genuinely, he was a new person. A lot of people there were new; they'd never invested or anything, so it's a bit easier when they're completely new.
Yeah, I had one of those too. Actually, a really close friend's kid kept telling me, "Oh, you got to talk to him. He's into crypto. One of those stories. Yeah, he's into crypto. You got to talk to him." Okay, well, we were all out to dinner, and her son showed up, and as soon as I started talking, he defensed up. He was like, "I knew we were going to have this debate, and Richard is this and Richard is that." And I was like, "Oh shit, yep." And if Bitcoin does go down to 10,000, I'm buying more, and blah blah blah. So we just went into it, and we didn't get into argument per se, but we were just having a debate about it. And I said, well, you know, you go ahead and keep believing in that thing and keep putting your money in that thing and watch
You'll
how
see
many
gains.
X. You'll see gains, but just see how many X gains you get versus what we're going to get in Hex, which, you know.
Mhm.
So you already started talking crypto and they knew about Richard Hart?
Yep.
See, that's just positive in my opinion. Right
That's a
Of course
I
it is.
agree 100%, Cabana.
I mean,
100%.
because I passed my neighbor like jogging earlier this week, and you know, I just had like a tank top on or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, you're into crypto," and I was like, I dabble, wink to you guys, and he's like, "Oh, you know," and we, you know, just kind of calmed our laps down or whatever, and just started talking, and I was like, yeah, dabble in the majors. I'm honest, because on nomics, Hex is a major.
Mhm.
And he was like, yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, stuff like that. And I just like let him talk. I was like, what are you into? And he was just like, yeah, mainly like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm just like, dude, just like broaden your horizons a little bit. Just, you know,
Go to number 3.
We're in the same neighborhood, yeah, but his number 3 isn't our number 3 yet, so
Yeah.
it's like a slow walk. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you gotta approach that cautiously, depending upon, you know, who you're talking to. So it's
Yeah.
just interesting, like the outside perspectives that you deal with, just in general walks of life. So it's really interesting to hear that, you know, somebody that you talk to knew Richard Hart
Yeah.
before you even talked to him,
And-
because
and-
he didn't even know. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
and most don't,
okay.
like you said, but this kid, he knew who Richard was. Now, he didn't know what nomics was. And when I turned him on to nomics and I said, hey, I want you to do your research on nomics itself. And then what's really cool is you get to tell him, look, I want you to just go look at your coin market. Well, and of course you get the coin market cap argument. You say, go look at your coin market cap and look at where Hex sits there. Look at the market cap on Hex and look at the market caps of the cryptos around it. And look at where, according to even coin market cap, where Hex should be, and find out for yourself why it's not there. And all they got to do is go look at it and go, wait a minute, what the fuck's wrong here? What is it? Why is it sitting here when it should be at least ranked number 9 by their, you know, standards in market cap and what they've got in there, even though they got the market cap wrong. And then you go do a little research about nomics and see how nomics is being awarded by the whole crypto community for being the best coin ranking site out there by algorithm by far. Like, they are selling their data to people who really, or to companies that really need to understand what's going on in the crypto space as far as, you know, the metrics. And Clay at Nomics has done that. He is number 1. He's ranked number 1 for doing so. And we've had him on the show, and he's a guy full of integrity. You know, we talk every now and then, and he's just every conversation I have with him is stand up. I mean, the guy is just, he is into the truth, and he is into bringing the facts, and he wants his product to be trusted.
And some of his tweets are hilarious,
He's
like just
freaking-
calling out like haters of like what people like project on Twitter.
Yep, he is good. He's really, really good.
Like,
He's a
people who
Hexican,
say-
bro. He's a Hexican, man.
Oh, it's so funny.
It is. It's great.
So funny.
So and so when you get to take somebody who is into crypto and first of all, just show them that, show them what CMC is doing, show them what Nomics is doing, have them look at that, and then they can look at Hex from that perspective.
It's
you
like free onboarding.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even, you're not even talking about the crypto. You're talking about exchanges, gatekeeping, other things. And it's not just Hex. It's like other coins outside, you know, the top ones.
And then they ask you, so what's the difference? Why would they do that? Well, Hex doesn't pay to be listed.
Yeah.
You know, Hex has never paid for anything, and maybe they don't.
Yeah, I think what the
I don't know what
the average listing is about $2 million and a bunch of liquidity to be on Binance. Well, you're not going to get put on page 1 if you didn't pay the gate toll to get in the gate. So, and Hex wasn't willing to pay it. We didn't need them. We had Uniswap. We didn't need centralized exchanges. We didn't We didn't need to bend over and give a picture of our butthole to a centralized exchange middleman.
Nope. Didn't have to.
Real DeFi.
Yeah, literally. Real DeFi. Not this fake pay to play.
Mm-mm. You got to pay the toll. That's what Brasology said. I'll be right back.
Sounds like Brasology.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, why is Brazology not on here defending his buying a ring for his sex doll? I don't understand.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. You guys want to see what old Briz posted in Hex Streams?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
All right, let me get in here and get to Hex Streams.
At the same time, man, I don't want to give anything away, but there are some exciting things that you guys might be working on just in discovery phases in terms of, examining tax law and stuff like that. And again, things you covered on stream already, but can't get in depth too much into it because you guys are still looking into it. But it's pretty exciting stuff that there are options that you don't have to possibly leave your continent or something like that to do. So Discourse Syndicate is working on Hexicans' behalf and always on the lookout. And I thought it was really cool, just even if it was just like a snippet of, what could be out there. It gives some hope to people who can't, pick up and just move, because that's a big deal for a lot of people. Some people can do it easier than others.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was a really good topic and really exciting for a lot of the community out there, potentially in the next 2, 3, 5 years.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I've gotten more DMs in Twitter and Telegram about that particular topic than I ever have from any of my previous shows. So I know that there's not only a desire but a need out there, and we're looking out for options for ourselves too. So. Yeah. Well, it is as much as I'd like to say, this is all for your guys' benefit. It's very pragmatic as well. We want to make sure we're finding the right solutions for ourselves, but we're happy to share what we find in our research. So,
well, it'll be a symbiotic relationship. I mean, it's like,
yes,
who gets all this business that's of massive benefit to them, and to the Hexagon community, of course. But whoever ends up, possibly figuring this out or being able to assist the community, they could be on the end of a lot of business.
Yes, absolutely. Well, and that's why I told him, I said, the person I was talking to, and I left a message, and we've been communicating via text, but I said, we would really like to set up a referral network so we can pre-qualify the people in our community that have the means and the funds and are serious about moving forward, so you don't get a bunch of tire kickers. And then that way we can build our network out on the back end too, in a way that not necessarily to monetize not to monetize, but to get connections to other products that we can introduce Hexicans to down the road that they might have connections to. So the networking effect being, go ahead.
No, sorry, continue. Yeah. I'll say after.
I was going to say the networking opportunities that we've gotten from becoming public with this network has been amazing. We've got people coming to us all the time saying, hey, we've got products that might fit your community. I think we're well aligned with what the Hexicans believe. And we've got, people pitching all kinds of ideas to us. And there's a lot of stuff that we're working on the back end that we don't talk about, not necessarily because of NDAs. It's just not time to talk about them yet. But we're going to be introducing stuff that can benefit the whole Hexican community going forward. But we just want to uncover more of these people who are already well connected within the legacy finance space and introduce this not only to their viewers, but also their network to to our community so that we can take advantage of, that network effect that they're already enjoying. And at the same time, pump pulse into the eyes of and hands of legacy finance guys who have lots of money to spend on something that's completely passive, that they don't have to worry about paying a management company and worrying about tenants and fixing things. Like, when all that goes out the window and you still have cash flow, it looks very attractive to these legacy finance guys. So we've been talking to a lot on the back end.
It's a whole new market, I think. And if whoever is the first adopter, not on our side, but on the other side, could face some very lucrative gains if they're the first mover.
Yep. So even my sister-in-law, I was like, hey, I know you have a network of CPAs, because she's a CPA. I said, I know you have a network of CPAs. You got anyone who's good, not just good, but willing to do the research and dig into the tax code about
crypto? Yep.
Yes, exactly. And she goes, yeah, actually, I think I do. And so we're looking at possibly moving forward, setting up a network that we can, and a funnel, so to speak. So even tire kickers can come in and look at, is this for me? And then if you're interested, then she can actually be compensated for sending it to her network. And then she can go full-time working for us, building out some more of these networks. So there's all kinds of stuff that we're working on. But yeah, Cabana, you nailed it, man. There's a lot of opportunity for Hexicans out there. And so, and I'm glad that we're at least on something, we're at the forefront of this. But even if it didn't come from us directly or first, we're more than happy to spread the word. So you guys got good things that Hexicans need to know about, that people who have a lot of wealth now that need to be able to manage it, not just mentally, but need to actually be able to manage your money, because that becomes a problem all on its own. Making money is tough enough. Keeping it's even harder. So we need to work together as a community.
Yeah, it's been something else I've been pretty stressed about, just figuring out how I'm going to operate and when things are ending. I spoke to my accountant last week in terms of, then I was also looking at potentially moving to Portugal, get an attorney there if I need to. But in terms of liability broadly in America, is it capital gains or is it income tax liable?
Well, it depends.
On the interest.
Yeah, so on your principal, if you sell your principal, that's capital gains. And it's whether it's short term or long term. But on your interest, that is your nominal income rate. So and it tiers up. We have a progressive tax here in the United States, so it's progressive tax. So your first 20 or 30,000 is at 12% or 10 or 12%, and then the next 30,000 after that is at 15%, all the way up until you hit that final tax bracket where it's hitting you at 37%.
That doesn't even
and that doesn't even include your state tax. So some states have I don't think they do in Florida though, right? You guys don't have a state income tax, right? Cabana?
Oh no, I'm mid-Atlantic right now. I'm not fully resided in Florida yet.
Okay, gotcha.
But that's why I'm looking at like Midwest and other areas around, because man, it's sickening, because it like stings a little bit, because I know like so many good people that are looking to leave, like what, don't want to get into too much wordage, but a very good country that I've grown up in, but because of taxes and whatnot, it sucks, man.
When you've worked so hard, you want to protect what
exactly. You have to evaluate your options. So I don't want to look outside here, but if I have to, I certainly will. And you can go yourself if you want to take more from me than what I deem is, worthy.
I mean, I spoke to my accountant. So last week he was saying that England's still so wishy-washy with the laws that not to even worry about trading in terms of once I end a stake, if I restake, he said, don't worry until you actually move into fiat. And it won't be Yeah, he said it won't even be income tax liable because they're still being really wishy-washy on that. He said you can get away with it just being capital gains. I said, are you sure? Because I know it should be income tax liable. Airdrops should be income tax liable.
Yeah.
Proof of stake networks debatably are because a Bitcoin miner would be income tax liable because you're securing the network.
I don't think he can answer that, and I don't think
he's got clients. He's got clients that he's run through. This isn't my accountant.
That's so. Here's the thing.
I think the fiat thing is what you touched on is the key.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Going forward, that will be the key because there's so much.
There's no way they can comply in the way of tracking all of that.
Government. He
said the bottom line is we shouldn't even be talking about this stuff on this.
No, it's good shit to talk about, bro. I disagree.
We've got nothing to talk about, to be honest, because everybody has to go and do their thing. That's the bottom line. You have to go and do your thing. There's so many different countries here, so many different states here, so many different people that are
represented. I do know Wyoming has no income tax. Wyoming does not have an income tax.
You got to go find your thing. You know,
get a big
for instance,
old ranch.
I'm going to Puerto Rico. That's what I'm doing.
Trust me.
Yeah, but that could change next year, or so it's like it's worth talking about. That's my point, man.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting.
It's very interesting.
Nobody has the answers right now, though. I mean, you got to
but that's why I'm talking about, in my opinion.
We're 5 years away from the federal government here even being able to monitor things. They don't even,
Agreed,
they can't even.
What if Puerto Rico changes their tax law? What they vote?
What if fucking grasshoppers have machine guns and birds don't fuck with them? Right.
Right.
I mean,
but Puerto Rico is more likely to change their tax law than the government here is. Maybe. I don't know.
They already did. They do it just about every year. They change
like every year. It's not Act 20 and 22 anymore. It's Act 60
now.
Right.
Now it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed much as far as the benefits go. But I mean, everybody knows that here you're limited to your options federally, unless you're like some people who disagree with me and say you don't have to pay taxes, period. But that's their prerogative.
I'm not subscribing to that, but I'm just saying you have a hostile right now. There's a hostile administration towards capital gains, I would say.
Huge.
I mean, let's be clear. There's tax avoidance and there's tax evasion. So, I mean, I'm trying to talk more on the avoidance side rather than straight up evasion.
No, I'm not even talking that.
I know. I have wealthy clients. I'm wealthy clients that make tens of millions of dollars.
I know what you mean.
And they don't pay any taxes, and they don't have to do anything special except for sign a piece of paper and have their accountant account for it every year. And that's the route I'm going.
But that's a tax avoidance. That's completely legal.
Yes.
That's fine.
Completely
legal.
Yeah,
that's everything. Everything has to be done within the law. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Exactly.
You have to do it.
It should be
within the
because
I mean, fucking Al Capone shot people in the face in front of human beings, and he went to jail for
in
tax
front of
evasion.
federal agents.
Of federal agents, and the motherfucker went to jail to fucking Alcatraz of all places.
Because that's the catch. That was the catch that they used.
And he dropped on his knees and cried when they drug him into Alcatraz. So, I'm telling you guys, you've got to go and find your thing, find out what's going to work for you. There are a lot of tools out there, and a lot of Hexicans are wealthy. You guys are wealthy now. There's a lot of you out there that are wealthy. It will behoove of you to invest into some good people who understand the tax laws and understand crypto and understand your situation, because not everybody's situation is the same. My situation is not the same as Kinetics' situation. We're both family men. He doesn't want to necessarily leave the country. I'm ready to leave the country and go retire on a tropical island. He would rather be in a freaking middle of the desert somewhere with snow on top of his head, in dirt in his feet. And that makes him happy, fucking cow patties and dirt.
I do like skiing. I'm not going to lie.
Miles and miles of snow and all that shit. He loves that shit, man. It's like the rugged outdoorsman he is. He loves that shit.
I love hopping on a sled and just freaking romping it on the Polaris, bro.
And I'm a big pussy. If I can't survive in a pair of Caton shorts and my fucking toes in the sand with some waves and some sunshine, then I don't want it, man. I don't want it. So my situation is different than other people's. What was that? Oops.
Yeah, that was Brizz's Hex Dreams. That's Brizz's Hex Dreams. So the Hexican out here buying his real doll a diamond ring, and you guys can't even take your girl. That's what Briz put in Hex Dreams.
Oh, Briz. That's just wrong. Anyway, so yeah, you're right, man. It's good to talk about these things, but I think we have to be we don't have to be pan, but I mean, just find yourself a good tax person, all you wealthy Hexicans, and get yourself in a place where you're doing the right thing and you're doing it to your benefit. Because look, there are a lot of products out there for rich people that a lot of us, if you've never been rich, if you've never been wealthy, I never have been, extremely wealthy. But at this point, you have options, and those people have options. They've created options for themselves. Just to let you know, we talk about they. Well, guess what? You're part of they now, because now you have options like they do. And they may have a little more options than you think are available, but you need to go capitalize on some of that stuff and make sure that you're within the law and within your parameters, what you want to do with your life and your money. So,
Well, one edge we've got over a lot of other cryptos is, say, proof of stake networks. They may airdrop it to you or give you your rewards every 5 days, every day. We've got that amazing feature of the good accountancy feature, in terms of if we're not up to scratch with how we need to operate, we've got the time to run that feature, and we've got the extra month or two, make sure our accountancy's in order, speak to the appropriate accountant, and we can move from there. Other proof of stake, coins, you might be getting that airdrop, you might be liable straight away, but you can move and operate how you need to get around maybe being liable for those taxes, which is amazing with Hex.
Can someone take care of the spammer, please? We've made it big time, guys. We have our own spam trolls.
Yes, there we go.
We got some good ones. We got some good ones.
We've had some
quality one there.
ones.
I mean, some are low quality. That was decent. So at least that's good. You're stepping up in the world.
Yeah.
We got good.
Right. At least this one has its own .com, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but going back to the tax thing, I know it's could be like taboo for some people.
I like talking about it.
No,
but I have an
I'm
interest
so
in that
on board
stuff.
with it, because really, like, watching the Discourse stream on, I think it was Thursday morning. I think like there was like a really like just casual engagement, because I was actually usually I'm at my office like watching it, listening in, but I peek at the chat, and like chat was excited about this like topic until the debate came on with the usual participants, who I won't name because it's funny, because they're fun to interact and listen to and watch and whatnot. But I think that was potentially a really good discussion to be had, and we're touching on it here, but I think Tuesday or Thursday, whenever the next Wake Up Hex is on
Can't do it
channel.
Tuesday. We got Congresswoman Cynthia
Yes.
Cynthia McKinney coming
Crypto
in on
King
Tuesday,
stopped by and notified us of that. Yes, earlier. But
yes, we have a congresswoman who believes in
promo,
all kinds of freedoms. Yeah, so we are going to talk to her, and we're going to see what common ground we can find, and see where she finds monetary policy and currency in that scheme of civil rights. So we're going to have a good discussion, I think, on Tuesday. But Thursday, I do want to pick back up again, especially since Monday, I'll be taking exclusive notes over a long meeting with the CPA that knows a lot more than I do about this. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, Tuesday, that's a really good, actually has a really good talking point, because that could be a big event just for Hexicans, not like, life changing or anything like that, but just to get questions answered, or, get a feel for where lawmakers are on this, because they have this, some things are passed, and it's like, okay, and now it's kind of just in flux, and I don't know, man. There's so much that needs to be hashed out. There's so much education that needs to happen with lawmakers, that I see these situations as like such huge opportunities. And, on this channel, I hope everybody tunes in, because if the discussion is, cordial, intelligent, all that stuff, it's an opportunity to just open more eyes, and she can go back to, her fellow lawmakers, constituents, and be more knowledgeable on this thing. That's what has to happen. It's pretty much a battle of education, I think, because
it is. This whole thing is.
Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of time. Like, there's like a window of time to where, you have a certain set of minds to be like, oh, well, crypto bad because people, making money, and government, oh, we want money. And it's, we all know the game. I don't want to,
Yeah.
I believe you had the same sort of back and forth with the internet at one point, though, in terms of now terrorists can use the internet. What are we going to do with these chat forums? And ultimately, I guess, in a capitalist society, you want progression for everybody to prosper. And the 95% are good people. So the 5% will always do bad regardless. And I think long term they'll come to that conclusion. It's inevitable ultimately, I believe.
It's a touchy argument depending upon where you are because of politics. And again, I don't want to get involved in politics, but in this country, it is toxic right now. Yeah. So you have
I can see some of that.
Like, to the point of violence.
You have certain political figures that are banned, but you have other figures that are not, and you're like, where's the line? And you don't know.
We're in the trenches now, but macro side, I'm sure it'll come through.
Of economics, yes.
Yeah. Yep. Decade from now.
I hope.
Yeah. You don't want to lose the war ultimately, economically, to other countries.
Well, I think the whole world is in the same place right now, though. I mean, everybody's going backwards. But
you look at China, the banned and didn't embrace the internet, and then they lost out on all of that. That sort of innovation and that growth. I don't think America would, personally, because they have that.
As screwed up as we are here in America, I would much rather live under this government than the one that China's trying to build. So if we lose our world spot, what do you have to look forward to? Well, a more oppressive regime? Is that really what we want? Or do we want more freedoms? Do we want to fight for those freedoms? And I'd say
firewall of China.
But I'd even say some of that shit's arguable right now with the way things are going.
It's true. It depending on what side the person that owns the platform is on.
Yep. Just mind my own business, because this is my personal account. So
we don't want to hear any keywords.
No, because I got a lot of keywords on my personal platforms.
I said Gina too loud. My bad.
Oh,
my bad.
What?
Huh?
Personal parts.
Personal parts. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said. Anyway, so yes, it is very toxic right now, but it is nice to not fund those political agendas when you've got legal ways of getting around paying excise tax, essentially.
So how about like an action committee?
We've been talking about.
It was a tease. I just threw it out there.
For a long time, we've been talking about. Kinetics and I have been talking about a pact, and we should have one. We really should.
Mm-hmm.
For as much money as coming into the space, I think it's like a no-brainer. But just with anything, it has to be done right. So it's like you're either going to throw your money away with people trying to take advantage of you, or you have to find people that you really trust, know what they're doing, on your side, and as a collective, you face this head on, because otherwise, it's just like kind of normal business. The normal business world, people are going to try to take advantage of you. Take your money and use it for shit, and it's got to be a collective, like, tunnel vision kind of thing, especially right now, man. 'cause
Yep.
people, all like a bullseye is on this whole industry, I think. So,
Yeah.
I think so too. I think
I just want to take my hat off to the Italians for making a damn good cup of coffee. Holy crap. You guys really did a number on
that's
that.
some of that. That's some of that cat poop bean, right? Where the cat eats
you know
the
what?
bean and then craps it
it's
out.
like red
The most
wine,
expensive
but I got
coffee
red
in the
have
world.
glasses on. So.
I'm going to have to try and get some of that, man. I'm going to have to get some of that. So
Get some cat crap bean. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll try it. I'll try anything. I've eaten
You would
worse.
think with how far we've come in chemistry that they could just synthetically do the same thing, but I guess not. They like to run it through cat systems before they grind up your coffee and give it to you. So, interesting. That's a hilarious idea. Populist revolution without keywords or falling out of favor with Twitter. Laugh out loud. Right? Good point. Thank you,
Yep,
Paladin.
yep,
for
yep,
$5. So, yeah.
Slowing my internet down over.
Right.
Slow the stream
Well,
down.
I have to say we've got some big picture ideas that the captain and I are working on the back end that is low hanging fruit compared to a political action committee, but it would be nice on the roadmap of promises, no expectations. It would be nice for us to put something.
We could
together
promise
going
the shit
forward,
out of
but it's
everything
probably
because,
gonna be a little while.
we could promise all we want, right?
That's true. It's not a security anyway. So
You've been promising T-shirts for a long fucking time, and we haven't seen those yet either.
I actually almost tweeted out like last week there was a container ship route that was messed up, and I was like, that's where the Discourse Syndicate Network T-shirts were, and I was gonna produce that as a scapegoat, but I didn't end up doing it. So that's where they are, Kinetics. I'm really
Now, literally out when I was coming back from Catalina, there was tons of these ships out there full of sea containers waiting to get offloaded, stuck at the harbor.
Yep.
And I counted 12 like right there where I was coming in at. So there was much, much more out there. And that's a lot. Usually if you're out fishing, you'll see one, maybe two out there waiting to get in to get offloaded. But there was just multiples of them out there. And I asked the captain of the ship, I said, hey, so what's going on? Are the longshoremen just not coming in or whatever? They go, nope. Every single longshoreman is sitting over there on their butts waiting right now. I said, for what? They said, truck drivers. There's no truck drivers. Can't get truck drivers. Can't anybody drive.
Yep.
The supply chain is so backed up and so many truck drivers are on the road doing other things, trying to get it. The harbor is just plugged. They can't get trucks in there to get the sea containers out because they're just so busy elsewhere trying to get goods to stores and goods across the country. And they just don't have enough truck drivers to do the jobs.
Well, so our connection, I'm just going to be completely transparent. Our connection doesn't have any of the secret backdoor deals with the shipping companies in Southeast Asia that some of the other bigger, longer established production facility houses have. So we got put to the back of the back burner with the excuse that it was the lockdown. So yeah, it was. They keep locking everybody down in Southeast Asia. So that was our issue. Every time we were ready to ship, they would do another lockdown. They were locking down to the point where they literally had roadblocks between the towns, the small towns. And if you weren't vaccinated, when they pulled you over in the roadblock, they'd jab you right on the side of the road with or without your permission. So with the vaccine.
Where's this?
Yeah. Southeast Asia, man.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
So
it ain't so bad here.
Yeah. So he wasn't.
No, I mean, if that shit
willing,
happened here, like somebody would go down, either
Someone
me or
would
the
die.
other person. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
That's
They
unreal.
would never try no bullshit like that.
They better hadn't.
I'd like to think not. But yeah, so he wouldn't even go to the shipping company to check on it some days.
I don't
He's like,
blame him.
Nope, not dealing with that.
Hell no.
It's more passive aggressive here, so they're saying you won't be able to go to festivals or necessarily large events. So it's like sort of you kind of almost forced to, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're saying it's your choice, but then saying you can't do a lot of things.
Yep. I gotta prove pretty soon here in the next couple months. We're taking to the family 18 months after we were originally scheduled, taking the family to Maui, and we got to get tested within 72 hours or prove we got the vaccine. So there's that.
A lot of people are getting forged travel passports, so it's like a vaccine passport. People are just paying.
Yeah, man. Where can I get one? DM me.
I know a few people have paid, a couple of grand. They'll get a legit pharmacist just to sign it, basically.
All right, cool.
Put that on stream.
Send me a DM. I got guys working on it, but send me.
We have a whole underground network for those too. Hey?
No, F those
link
dudes,
in the description.
Man.
No,
I didn't say that. That's not true. It's
They're
definitely
trying
not
to
true.
ruin my vacation and other shit. F them. Sorry. All right. Moving on.
Jenkins Crypto. Show them that Staker app and they will let you in anywhere.
Yep. I think Jenkins actually the other night, I think he said down to him and Hex Tangent said like dip 217 or right below 17. So they nailed it. I think both of them
nailed
did.
it. We hit it.
Yep.
So I think we're at 16 something, right, today?
Yeah, high 16s, and now we're mid 17 right now. So it was good stuff.
Yep,
that was a really good stream.
We
he
have
had
talked about this before
with Blue Bum last week.
He is so on point.
Yes,
he did great with Blue Bum. That was an awesome stream.
Yeah,
Jenkins is a charting god.
Yeah. He's just really personable too. You
Nailed
can
it
just
on
listen
the
to the
head.
guy. You just listen to him talk, and just
he's humble too.
Yeah, that's what I really like.
Real good dude, man. Real good dude. We're glad to have him.
Yeah, he's been nailing it. Absolutely.
He just said, did you put that up? He just said, we hold 17 here. Say goodbye to sub 20 cents Hex forever.
In all caps.
Forever.
Stanlock, greatest movie, man. One of the greatest. One of the greats.
Forever. I like it. I like it.
Yep, that's he's so on point, but he'll even be the one to admit. I've heard him say this on his own streams that he'll be the one to admit that Hex just fits the way TA is supposed to work so well.
Well, yeah, because it's done nothing but go up.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy to go, well, it's going to go up from here, and it does. And then, well, it's going to go up from here, and it does. I mean, my charting's done just as well as all the rest of the charting out there.
Yeah, but you've been on the Nootropics, Captain.
Yeah, Bree, she's got me on the Nootropics, so I'm doing pretty good, I guess. But before Nootropics, I was doing my best TA. Before Nootropics, I was doing my best TA.
That's true. It was the pictures were more vivid before Nootropics. Now they look like actual charts. So. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the chat I'd love to shout out, but I like our channel and I'd like to keep it. So.
Yeah, knock it off, Bree. Love you, but you gotta just keep us from getting turned off here.
Yeah, no matter where you go, you got to deal with the Karens. That's all there is to it.
Yep. So I went in and got an FBI report on my ass today. Actually went in and got a report done.
How long was that?
It's still going on. They said,
what have you been?
Why don't you go home and we're going to check this shit out.
This is going to process for a minute.
We're going to have to take a look at this. We'll get back with you. Don't go anywhere, okay? Yeah. Stay at home. In fact, here, put this on your ankle and go home and stay there for a little while.
That makes a little more sense.
No, they I guess they get back to you. They do your fingerprints and all that shit, and then they get back to you. And then I got to send that off to Puerto Rico, and that's how they kind of the process goes. You got to send them a lot of information.
Just to start, you can't even like go down. I think you can go down and just
No. You could go down there. I'm actually in the process of my application for Act 60.
Okay, but I mean, you can like go down, start the process, and
Yeah, I'm doing it without even going down there.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But yeah, like I'm starting it now because if they do change things. So just the other day there was talk of them voting to become a state.
Yeah, that's what I alluded to, like when we first started talking about this, because that's what worries me. Yeah,
they've done this lots of times.
they have.
They've done
But the
lots of times.
population's starting to skew because rich people bad.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
I don't
the
know.
narrative.
There's a lot of them there that do like it too. So
There are benefits.
there are benefits to it.
I agree.
But you know, like you said, it's stirring up again. They are stirring. But if you if it doesn't happen this time, it takes things a while to go through. It takes
Totally.
things a while to process.
Even with our government, like this whole nonsense will probably take at least a year and a half or two.
Yeah, I mean, they'll never. Even if they do, like, I mean, look what happened. They made this big scare. They took it out of the bill. They were going to put it in that infrastructure bill or whatever to regulate crypto.
Yep.
And last minute, no, don't put anything in there, you know, because they're just not ready to do that anyway. They don't have the money, the funds, the infrastructure to monitor crypto.
And it's literally unenforceable. Am I going to send an AML KYC 1099 form to the blockchain? Like that is literally impossible.
And who's going to keep track of that?
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
The problem
I'm
is,
not
I think
volunteering for that job.
there are just so many chains now. If it was just Bitcoin years ago, it's just not. That's not the environment we're in anymore.
Yep.
It's just, and there were no dexes.
Yeah.
Uniswap was literally, obviously, you know, guys.
Well, when
popularized
you
by
had
hacks.
to when you had to suck the middleman D, it was a lot easier to KYC and AML everything. But now that true DeFi is actually coming out, where everything's code based, it's going to be impossible for them. But they don't know. That's the problem. They don't know.
Yeah.
They're just pushing the laws that the lobbyists are putting on the table, saying, "Hey, we'll fund your next campaign. This is what you need to do. You need to go after this." Hex price is like following a school bus. You get down the road, but you have to stop every couple blocks for the kids to cross the street. That's a good way of putting it. So it never stops. It just has to. Or it never stops over time moving, but just has to take momentary breaks so it can let the little kids cross the street.
But it is like that.
$5.
It is like that bus that's on the drag strip with that big rocket engine in the back of it.
That is true too. Yes.
And the T-share price is insane. I was watching an old. I even said to you last week.
Yes.
Damn.
Went at 1.1% this month. So if it keeps moving 1.1%, then that's compounding. The amount of actual hex you're going to need, and the price of hex, it's going to be impossible to get T-shirt.
I know.
It's scary. It's really scary.
$3,300 today is what I thought I last saw the T-share price at in US dollars. Like, remember when they were 50 cents, guys? Remember when you could stack them for 60 cents?
I remember just recently they hit 2,000.
I know. God, that wasn't even that long ago.
I know, wasn't.
32.42 right now.
Yeah, my best stake is 69 cents, I think. And I look at it and I'm just like, why didn't I put more? So
Everyone
painful.
says that.
Oh.
You know how many people are so mad at the gatekeepers that are like, man, if I could have just found out about Hex just several months before I did.
You know how many people are going to go, man, you should have listened to yourselves that day that you guys were talking about this bullshit on August 20th. You dumbasses.
That's true.
Oh, you
Good
missed.
point.
Oh, you missed that 60 cent. Oh, you missed the $3,300 hex. Well, try the $56,000 hex that they're going to be looking at in a few years.
Yeah.
I got a small list that's like a third of a penny, and I know exactly who I told about it. And there was one dude who got in, and he literally texts me once or twice a month and is like, "This is awesome, thank you." And the other guys, I'm just like, I can't, like, I'm not gonna like spend, once a week trying to like get you in. Like, I told you about it.
Yeah.
I told you multiple times.
So it's funny because the insurance professional I was talking about on your show that I was onboarding today, like finally, I mean, you had to see. I don't want to say amounts, but he had to look at the staker over the last 7 months, 7 months, and just see it keep going up and be like, okay, fuck, I'm in. And it's like, man, I told you all about this. I've been yelling from the rooftops since I found out about this. I got a bunch of people in, and a bunch of people had a lot of doubt. And I understand the doubt, but just $100 back then would have gone so far at this point in time if you would have just listened and you would have just acted on it. It's not my job any longer to hunt you down and make sure you do something. I led the horse to water. It's up to that horse to drink now.
I got a bunch of buddies that I've been trying with, and then every 3, 4, 5 months they get updated. Oh no, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get some. I gotta get this. I shouldn't have waited. Still haven't heard from them. 3 months later, 3 months later, 3 months later, from beginning of 0.00056 to all the way to today to 17 cents. I told them at 10 cents. I told them at 1 cent. I told them at 5 cents. I told them at 17 cents. They just don't act. They just don't act. And then they hate themselves for it later. But those that did, they thank me profusely. Like my banker. I got a banker who's freaking awesome, man. How's it going? Big D. I won't throw your name out there, but my banker, Big D, man, he's freaking kid's amazing, man. He's amazing. He is like every day.
You were meeting with him when I called you this morning, weren't you?
Yeah, that's where I was. I was meeting with him. He's like, "Is that kinetics?" I put Wales on the phone one time. He's like,
"I love that story. That was
like,
amazing."
That's Wales. That's Wales. And I'm like, "Well, you know who you don't know who I am, do you?" And he's like, "Who are you?" And he said, "Fucking RG3, man." And no, you're not RG3. You're RG3. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Go like this, Oh shit. I didn't know that was you. Yeah, it was funny as hell, man.
And then wasn't it you said that? Do you watch my show? He goes, no, I prefer Wales only or something.
Yeah, and he watched him on my stream. I said, "That's my fucking show, man." What show? Who are you? Oh, you're the guy. That's you. Like, God damn it, I'm getting no respect. But yeah, he is like into it, man. He comes in, man, it's about the T-shares, man. It's about the T. I'm like, oh, you've been watching streams. Oh man, Richard's brilliant. Oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing. And this kid's a banker, and he learned his shit, man. He's like, dude, this has changed my life, man. Thank you. And that whole bank is just fucking reeling with crypto. I'm probably gonna get kicked out of there.
Cool. Right? They're not even gonna let you in anymore. The higher ups are gonna say, "Dude, we lost all of our employees to you. They all retired, and they didn't do it through our legacy system." So, Paladin, thanks for the $5, bud. Nagging question: we got everything doubled upon launch day, right? Why won't banks loan us millions on a short-term loan? Some of us can get millions on a short-term loan. Just saying. That needs to be a credit situation you figure out on your end. Sorry. I'd lose you guys. I can't hear anybody.
No, we're all here. It's a pregnant pause. That's all.
Hello.
It was definitely
I saw a friend.
Well, we're all glitching out, so I was like, oh, great. I lost everybody. But yet now I will say not all of us have been building startup launch pads like Gary. So who's been building his credit since hit the story he said when he was 14 when he started building his credit thanks to his stepdad. So he's one of those guys that can. So you guys might want to reach out to him if you want to get your legacy financial game on point and how to use other people's money. Guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to that. Damn, good job, Bitfinesse. My Uber Eats driver has a family, has been losing money in crypto, is willing to listen to me calmly. Talk to him for 5. I don't believe it, Bitfinesse. You weren't calm for a minute. I love it, though. That's awesome. A new Hexican is born. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. That's right. I love it. Oh, you have a new meme for us in the Discourse Syndicate cutthroat room? Oh, Riz, I'm scared to even look at it. This is great. I love it. All right, I'll share it right now. Since it fits in with the forever. How long do you plan on staking your hex for? Forever. I like it. You're on point, Briz. Your meme game is getting better.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, think about if you can perpetually stake and not ever, pull your T-share making machine offline, and you can actually cash in, that would be key right there. That's key.
Yep.
Yeah, it was an interesting point that Crypto Nomad brought up earlier this evening. And it's like, okay, well, and the subject of selling came up, and it's like, okay, well, if people are taking out these like massive gains, like where, how does it get replaced? Like, why doesn't price go down? In a sense, like, basically put, and it's just like, well, if you have like the onboarding mechanism that we have right now, like it's just going to overwhelm the selling demand. And if that keeps happening and smart people view, this product for what it is, and is like, okay, well, if you put in an amount and you get paid to hold that time deposit, it's in the code, it's in the math, you're going to be okay. But it's just like that trust in the math / blockchain from these, I guess, older individuals, not us who have maybe been in crypto or been in the industry, or younger people, but it's say people my age, older, getting a grasp of what that is. Once you have that trust, because it's ones and zeros that you're dealing with your bank.
Mm-hmm.
And another really
you Venmo
key
somebody,
point to that.
do you ever see like the actual dollars? No, you're just sending them digital stuff. It's like it's the same thing.
It's a digital ledger.
Yeah. A super key point to that is, let's say you have 1 million hex ending and the price is $10. You're only going to sell what you need to. So say you want to get a Lamborghini, you're only going to actually market sell 20,000 hex at $10. You're not selling 1 million hex. You're going to restake everything apart from the tiny fractions. The actual amount of hex, once it's at those higher price points, you won't be selling very much of it, because that's not what you need at the time.
Yeah. And if you're a bigger player, you're going to want to take care of the network anyway. So you're not just, if you're some whale out there who has hundreds of millions of hex, you're not just going to just blow it and dump it all one time. If you have that much, you have a perpetual state of income.
But the higher the price is, the less you need to sell.
Exactly. You can just keep rolling it over, and the network, stays safer, in quotes. And
the scarcity of actual coins on the market can get lower when that happens.
And that's the natural that's the natural progression of stakers and hex. Is you realize how you get in, you stake, you see the gains, and then you realize how valuable those shares are, and then you start actually getting anxiety as they start to mature, because I don't know about you guys,
the reverse effect. Yeah.
It is. You don't want those T-shares to go away. You don't want to mint your hex. You're like,
oh shit, what should I do now?
Shit, and then you start doing the math. It's like, okay, how do I get those T-shares back?
Yeah.
How much do I got to put back in to get those T-shares back? How long and how much of the gains do I have to put back to get those T-shares? Because that's the way I'm looking at all my stakes. Like, okay, how much do I put back? How much can I scrape off? And how do I keep my T-share value? And that's a behavior that only Hex has been able to create in this space. Nobody wants to lock their shit up for any period of time for any reason. Nobody trusts anything out there, because you never know. Mm-hmm. Everybody's actually trying to get their ship out and back as fast as they can and try and get those gains.
But that's the art of Hex, right?
It's the art of Hex. It's the art of Hex.
Yep. I mean, I've still never ended a stake. I haven't had one come up yet.
I've ended, but I've restaked it all.
Oh, did you do that
I
before
will-
Big Payday? Did you?
I got to admit, I've
No,
taken
I did not do it
profits.
before Big Payday.
A lot of
I
people
hope I
doing
don't
that, weren't
cause the ire of too many people, but I have definitely taken profits at this point. I have made myself whole after 2017. Before the
That's
end of
amazing.
this year, we
That's
will
awesome.
be literally debt free, including mortgages. And and then at that point, it's all back to only taking out a little bit of the interest and restaking principal and additional interest for longer periods of time than the original stakes. So I'll actually be building T-shares at the same time.
Yep.
My average stake length at the moment is 8.5 years.
That's awesome.
I was less than the average, but the couple stakes over the last couple months that have ended has pushed me out further. I'm like 7.6 years, I think now. So
My biggest one ends this year, and that's going all out.
Ooh, I like it.
I'll be interested to see how many more T-shares. I did work it out. I haven't got the numbers in front of me, but I did work it out roughly.
Let's see. 7.61 years is my duration between most of my wallets. So
that's like the best hack is
Yes.
just extending, not selling. If you really want to grow your T-shares, because the price of a T-share now is just a lot of people are priced out now. If you want to stack, more than a few, some people maybe necessarily can't afford that. So that's definitely the best way to just hack it.
Yeah.
If anyone's listening and they're really panicking, put it out when it ends as far as you can further, just to grow that T-share number.
dude, and think about it. If you're getting one T-share at 18,000 hex right now, and it costs even less than that if you're going out 15 years. Dude, those T-shares, those are going to be 50,000, 100,000 hex. When hex is $1, can you imagine $100,000 T-share that you can buy right now for $3,200?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that, guys. You guys,
Well,
I don't think
and
people
it's not that
understand the
they're-
math.
It's not that they're going to be like you can't afford them, but it's going to change. You're going to be buying B shares and you're going to be buying M shares. You're not going to be buying trillions of shares anymore. It's going to be, the ratios are changing, period. That's what it's doing. It's changing. And instead of measuring them in T shares, I mean, it's going to be fun to do that, but it's really disheartening to do that to the people who are new and trying to get in. And
I know.
because you're really
Good
not
point.
you're not in a worse position when you're trying to get in at, hey, what's up, Mac? You're not in.
It's true.
What's
So
up?
you're
But
still
it's-
not late at that point, though. That's the
No.
that's the point
Yeah,
I'm getting.
if they're $50,000, $100,000, $3,000 is cheap as fuck.
Never late, never late.
It's just like Bitcoin, man. So it's like, oh man, $40,000, $50,000 Bitcoin right now. If you're expecting it to go, $1 million in the next 5 years, are you late? Now, granted, Hex, a lot more potential for gains, but you're not technically early. Years ago, $3,000 Bitcoin, like 2 years ago, would you have gotten in and 10x'd it? Heck yeah. Hex has way more potential for that. So it's like,
Calm down, you two.
yeah, it's just got to keep the first mover thing in perspective, especially for so many people, especially in the chat and that have watched Discourse Syndicate over the years. It's like you're in early, but know and respect what you're dealing with here, because you don't want to get out early either.
No, that's the problem. You don't want the ship to leave. So I talked to a buddy today,
That's
or
so
not
key.
today. It was. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. You were cutting out. I thought you were done.
No, I'm just saying that's so key. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it is so key. So I talked to a buddy earlier this week, and I was talking to him about Hex in the gym, and come to find out, in 2011 or late 2010, he was selling at a skate shop. He was selling some snowboarding gear, and a guy wanted to pay in Bitcoin. Well, he's like, hey, I'm willing to take the risk. Like the company can't take it, but I can. So he bought 11,000 Bitcoin for like $2,400 or something like that. And he's one of those smart guys, though, that he has taken out profits along the way and still has a few left. Not a lot, but he has a few left. And he was able to cash out millions over time. And while he's smart enough to understand that it provided him an opportunity that it didn't provide most people, that if he would have just held on a little bit longer, that would have been exponentially larger. So don't be upset at taking profits, but just know that there's an opportunity cost to that if you're taking profits too early.
Imagine he
Or
would have
the
been
size of the
rewarded.
profits that you're taking. Yeah.
Imagine he would have been rewarded for being such a great participant as well and holding it. In Hex, we've got that opportunity, which is just it's incredible.
Even more of an excellent point. It's not just holding it, you're earning more to hold it. So that mechanism isn't in Bitcoin or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it, guys. I love the product that we're in because even at where we're at, it's not too late. There's still opportunity. We're not even viral yet.
When we have
Just
a million
wait.
users,
God.
it's not too late. When we've got 2
Endless
million, it's not too late.
opportunities. Endless opportunities.
I know. Like, look at Hex Mac. I think he secretly retired. He didn't even do his hair when he woke up this morning. He's just like, screw it, I got nowhere to go.
Yeah,
I made millions off of Hex. Like,
You
I'm
got
just going
that.
to chill at home and relax.
You-
I'm going to
got
Netflix
that.
and chill.
You got that fucking flock of seagulls looking hair right now, man.
Dude, I've been locked down for so long. I'm just considering the buzz, man.
No,
Can't even go
dude,
get a
no. You
fucking
gotta keep
haircut at the minute.
the flock of seagulls, man. You gotta keep it.
I'm all for. I do like the flock of seagulls. That's right.
Oh yeah, I know.
But I do like the buzz. I do like the buzz.
just
but the
easier to
wife
deal
doesn't-
with
and
at
the,
the
and the
minute.
mom give me a hard time. Dude, it's so much easier. Dude, you can use the same bar of soap that you clean your ass with to wash your head. It's nice.
That's
That
one of
is
the boss
horrible
things.
advice.
Yeah, well, I didn't say use it on your ass first. So
It
It's
doesn't
fine
matter.
anyway. The bar is
Even if you get in the
self-cleaning.
next day.
the bar is self-cleaning. Thank you, Randy. Guy gets it. So going back, guys, this is so true. We haven't even been talking about the opportunity of PHEX. You guys, you get this opportunity again on another chain. You get it.
So yeah, I was talking to. So I have a CPA here in the States, and I have a CPA in Puerto Rico. So my CPA in the States, who is setting up all of my information in the States, started asking me about, well, what the hell is it that you do, And so I started talking to her about Hex and trying to explain, she understood crypto. She understood what, Bitcoin was and mining. And I explained to what proof of work, proof of stake. And then I explained to her what Hex does. And it blew her mind. She was like, oh my God. And it's immutable. And it's just like Bitcoin, but it has a programming and it does this and yep. And then I told her about the fork. And I said, well, what's happening is, so she goes, so you mean to tell me that everything that you have on the Ethereum network is going to duplicate all your stakes? Everything that I'm looking at right now, all of your wealth is going to be duplicated over on the other side? I said, yep. and she goes, how in the hell are they able to do that? I said, it's crypto. It's programmable money. You can do that.
Yeah, programmed to do that.
And it's programmed to do that. And I said, and the beautiful thing is that the communities and the people give it value, just like a dollar gets value from people going out and using it, And so that's where it's going to get its value. Because I was telling her, I said, what about taxes and this and that? And I said, well, the cool thing is it's not an airdrop, it's a fork, and everything that you're getting is coming out of zero. It's all zero. So it's really worth nothing until some singularity somewhere happens and trading starts. And once that singularity happens, it conflagrates, and then everything starts to gain value. And because it is a platform, and then I proceeded to tell her, she says, well, why is there a fork? And I said, well, that's what's happening here. I said, Ethereum is broken. It's kowtowed to politics and allowed the miners to take over, and it's become very, very expensive. And I told her it takes you $150, $200 to do a trade and $300 to run the algorithms for the staking mechanism. So it's broken. You can't do it. You can't do a computation, a trade, or even send money back and forth without it costing hundreds of dollars. And she said, that's horrible. How much is it going to cost on Pulse? And I said, next to nothing, pennies maybe. and she said, well, how do they do that? I said, well, they just took the the code that they've already made and stuff that's already available and put them into the new pulse chain. Instead of being political, we're saying, no, fuck it. We're going to, it's going to all be over here. All the good stuff that's available is going to be over here on pulse chain. I mean, technologies are all there. We've seen them all in operation, to be honest. Ethereum could have did it.
Yep.
But they didn't.
Could have been done already.
CPA is like, wow, are you kidding me? She said, well, how much can I get in as quickly as possible?
On board.
Yeah. So
Are you giving your CPA financial advice, RG3? What?
So you know what I told CPA? I said, look, I am not going to help you get any hex. I said, you have to get your Coinbase set up. You have to get your money into Coinbase. You have to turn it into Ethereum, turn it into USDC, get it in a MetaMask wallet. And then I might sit down with you and show you how to get some hex. But until you do that, I got nothing to do with you. So go do that first. So that's what I tell everybody.
So I've got a new standard now. I've been yelling it from the rooftops. Tried to get you guys in when it was sub 1 penny, when we were brand new. People didn't take me up on it. Now I have terms. I will walk you through this, but you have to invest at least $10,000 into it, and you're going to pay me $1,000 to walk you through it. Those are my terms now.
So I want to throw a shout out to Cheetah Western there. That's my banker, guys. So he's actually a Hexican now. He's in the chat rooms, and
That's a great comment. Someone pull that up.
I love it. I'll pull it up. Discourse Syndicate. He helped give his banker advice.
Confirmed.
I love it.
So we're not going to talk about
this one, wasn't he?
He's on fire, man, and treats me like gold, man. Thanks, Cheetah. So anyway, yeah, but CPA is freaking all over it, man, all over it. Can't believe that stuff that we are capable of doing things like that.
It's RG.
Whatever happened to our
I agree, Bree. Very reasonable. Oh, we still have it.
I can't
You want
find
me to
it
play
anywhere.
it? We still have it, man.
I don't have it in.
Saved. I can re-upload it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
Right
I don't. Do you see it in here?
Right now. No, it's not here.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff's kind of been missing. So, oh, look who it is.
Hey!
I purposely didn't bring that guy up. He offends my sensibilities. He offends my sensibilities.
Man with the memes.
You don't have a real dog kinetics?
No, I can honestly say I don't.
I thought everyone did. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, bro. How are you?
Doing good, man.
Good. I love the glasses, Cabana.
You haven't seen them before? Earlier tonight?
I think so.
Do you remember?
That's a no. That's a no.
Oh, man.
When did the glasses come out, Cabana? Just when you're feeling,
Oh,
good
we were in
days or
party
special
mode
occasion,
tonight.
or-
No, we were
Party
celebrating.
mode.
We were celebrating Motley's financial freedom, so we just had
One
a.
sec.
Yeah,
Let me
we
go
had
get into party mode.
a
Those
tribute.
are Bonos right there, right?
Yeah, I actually, Captain, my name to open the show was Rad G3. So
Red G3.
Rad.
Rad.
Oh, Rad G3.
Yeah. Everybody's like, or people in chat were like, "You're wearing RG3 glasses. Who is this?" So I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna change it to Rad G3 right now."
I got to get a new pair, man. I don't like these. I got a new set of specs and got them all done up, and now they don't darken up as much as I'd like them to in the sunlight. They don't get dark enough, so I'm gonna. Well, I bought a bunch of Lokes too. I'm gonna get my Lokes done. Get them in my specs.
Yeah, these are non-
JDMCC. Ali G glasses. Ali G.
Start tour.
Love it.
So guys, what's the latest? I just got here.
No, you haven't. You've been
No,
in
you
the freaking
haven't.
chat the whole night, you liar.
Well, I mean, I was
Trolling.
in the troll room.
Trolling. In the troll room.
Yeah.
Rock
Troll
on,
box.
MT Coiner. Rock on. Thank you for the $20, my friend. Thank you for the $20.
Yeah.
Jay.
Is that 1995 Bono in the lower right corner?
Yeah, bro. These were actually, when I got them on eBay back in like a decade or two ago, they were known as the Bono glasses. So yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. That's
I
crazy.
love that.
Is that an OG NASCAR hat back of the 95 Bono days too?
Yes, sir.
Dude, I love it. That's
Straight out of it.
I love it.
Yeah, no, like one person called me out like a couple hours ago on it, and they're like, "What the hell is on your head?" And I was like, "All right," the person mentioned it, so it's just like an old school NASCAR hat. But yeah, no. Thank you. Thank you for being observant, Kinetics. What the hell is that 240 guy's head? Name that driver, chat. Name that driver.
Ooh, yeah, good one, chat. Someone's gonna know. Children of the Graves got this. Come on,
Yeah, Children of the Graves
COTG.
I'm guessing Wallace.
I love this. Gotta go to the antique shop if you want to buy Bitcoin. I love it.
So RG3, I heard your story earlier. You're talking to your buddy about the Bitcoin stuff, and I don't know. Something tells me you weren't very tactful when you were talking to him. You're probably yelling out, "This is a piece of shit. This is a shit coin." You're like, "Oh no, I was telling him, it's nice."
No, I was truthful to him. I told him exactly what I thought. Yeah, I told him about the bugs and the fact that it can't move and the fact that nobody's ever built on it, and the fact that Lightning Network will never work, and you could dream about it all you want, but it'll never come. I told him all the things. Then he wanted to tell me about his ADA bag, and I said, "How's that Promise Coin working out for you? How's them smart contracts working out for you?" And he didn't, of course. I mean, it was like, but you say those things to people to try and educate them because they come at you. I saw the wall go up instantly. It went, whoom, fuck Richard Hart. Boom, like right there. And he said,
That's an
the biggest argument against Richard was he's gotta sell that thing. He's got to sell it. He just has to get up there and sell it all the time. And for some reason, people think that being educated is selling it. Richard is not selling anything. He's trying to educate people. Mm-hmm. And he's using lures and flashy objects and talk and banter to attract people to come and look and learn, because you guys all know, like, just like this show, 99.9999999% of this show is bullshit, fart jokes, and shit talk and eating shit and barking at the moon. But there's a little percentage in there of nuggets in this show where you learn about real crypto. You learn about real DeFi. You learn about a product called Hex that actually has made tremendous gains for everybody here in this stream. So just like us, Richard has spent lots of hours dangling shiny objects out in front of people and fart jokes and banter to teach people and of course his show is more like 90% of crap talk and 10% of he probably has a lot more than that. But Richard teaches people about real crypto. He's taught all of us. He's taught me about finance.
Just real quick, I'm sorry, just to add on to what you were saying earlier about Richard having all that flashy stuff behind him. Someone else had sent me a link to, check something out, right? I'm like, all right, I'll look at it. And, they were just kind of talking about their project. I'm like, man, this could be a lot better with some spinning watches behind them. It'd be a lot more entertaining. You're
by the
right.
way, welcome Wells. Good evening. Happy Friday.
Yeah,
Welcome Johnny.
What's up, bro?
What's happening? How you
Going
guys
on,
Welcome,
doing?
guys. Welcome, gentlemen.
Beautiful Friday over here. So yeah, it's noisy outside. You'll be all right, Papa. Be happy you're not on the screen.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard you and Papa got into a heated one today.
It was
it's
a
just
good
simple.
one.
It
It
was
was
simple
good.
discourse.
Yeah, I
It was
saw
simple
that, yeah.
discourse. It was simple
I
discourse.
enjoyed that.
Well, it's funny because I had literally people in my DMs going, on Thursday's show, that was so disrespectful the way that Wales was talking to Papa B. I hope they squash this beef. And I'm like, man, if you were in the green room, there was no beef. It was they just go at each other all the time. It's no beef. It's just
Yeah,
like
there's
this.
no beef. It's all love between me and Papa. There's no beef at all. So,
Yeah, look, that's what this is called, Discourse Syndicate, man. Like I said, we get to talk about
That's right.
everybody's point of views here. It takes all types. Not everybody has, the right opinion or opinion that everybody agrees upon, and like they are just opinions. And
Are we supposed to be a cult with one hive mind?
My opinion's right, though.
But my opinion's right too, Bert. How can yours be right if mine's right?
But
No, my opinion's right. Fuck the
But
rest of
see,
you guys'
all
opinion.
opinions are based in facts, but
opinion's right.
it's how you view the facts is really, what's at
Different
hand.
angles, viewing from different angles.
Exactly.
If
Different
you
angle.
put a 6 on a piece of paper and you spin it the other way, it looks like a 9. So depending on which side of the piece of paper you're staring at it, you could both be correct.
Yeah, fact is, you need all differing points of view. It actually doesn't matter. The fact is, you always need multiple points of view. So,
Yep. It's like, what's this, right? This is a dead one of this.
right? Yeah, no, you're right.
Right?
What's the
And-
difference?
Brain sucker. What's it doing? Starving.
We can actually figure out things more quickly if we have 20 points of view on shit, and then you can eliminate all of the nonsense ideas and get down to the shit that's
Nitty-gritty.
really important. I like.
But see,
having-
what I like about discourse is that there is a set of facts, but sometimes how those facts arrive
Interpreted.
or interpreted, you might not have had the right idea, or they might not have had the right idea, and then as you speak and talk, then you guys start to understand more and more about each other's points of view and how it's come about. And you see it from a different angle, and just like a diamond, it's multifaceted. Everything is multifaceted when it comes to discourse.
Well, the truth that you believe to be true is your own truth.
I guess.
And
I don't know. That's a philosophical statement. It's
Yeah.
not really,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
That's the reality bubble concept.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own reality bubble.
like I could believe in a flying spaghetti monster that provides me my fate, and other people can believe in a dead guy on sticks. That's their philosophy. I mean, belief is belief. It's it is what
But
it
it's
is.
still your
It's
own truth if you internally really truly believe that to be true.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean
Oh, look who we got it! All right, everybody.
Let's get ready to rumble.
We have
Get ready
the one, the only Papa Boner straight from Japan.
Gentlemen,
What's
Papa,
up?
I need to say a massive thank you to you. I upgraded how I secure everything. And I've got
that's
these now.
awesome. Yeah,
I've got lots of
very
these.
nice. Very nice.
Titanium.
Yep, that's we were talking about the standards for new onboards. I don't onboard anybody unless they have a hardware wallet from now on. In hand, ready to stake.
But I can't stress how thankful I am that I upgraded everything that way. So I did have it in paper in a safe, but I've changed how I secure my things now. Thanks to
Well
Papa.
done. Well done. Well done.
Well done,
Awesome.
sir. Well done.
Titanium.
Titanium.
Well, how are you, Papa B?
I am tired. How are you? Geez, I'm like my days are long. I was up all night waiting for Kinetics to ping me back, but apparently didn't happen. Here he is now. Just
Hey,
kidding.
I
Kinetics.
warned you
I know.
far
I know.
far in advance that it may
I
not
know.
happen.
I know.
We had
I know,
a
I know,
hellacious
I know.
night with baby last night. I'm
I know,
surprised I
I
got
know.
any sleep at all.
I'm just pulling your leg. I'm really sorry that you had a hard time. I didn't expect you to get back to me.
No, it ended up being my own damn fault. So we have what's called a baby Brezza, if anyone's familiar with these things. They're awesome. Yeah.
I just wanted to post this,
We
everybody.
made it. We made it.
Webcamchat.com. Hot girls and boys video chat.
We're kind
been
of
a
a big
while.
deal now.
California. Check it out.
Mom,
Check it out.
Mom, I made it. We're legit.
Now that we've shielded your website,
I feel
you
dirty
should stick
talking
around.
about my daughter now.
You
so
should
I'm
stick
gonna go ahead
around,
and shut up.
and you would be glad that you actually stuck around here and saw a channel that actually put yourself. You're probably surprised as hell right now, going, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" Stick around and watch. You might actually learn something.
You might actually not have to do that.
Might
anymore.
have.
Not have to do that.
That's an idea,
Or
bro.
much of anything.
Can we convert you? Can you go around to all of the streams and channels and just promote Hex? Let's change that webcam shit. Hot
Exactly.
boys, hot girls.
Yeah.
Change it.
You know
up.
what?
Give them a new task, right?
Oh, somebody
website.
deleted it.
Our
Bree.
website is trash.
Yeah, but it's my website, all right?
Randy,
So
Oh, Overwatch just gave you $500.
again?
No. That was earlier.
I'm lagging.
You're a little behind
I
there,
was like,
buddy. But
damn it.
yes,
I was like,
Overwatch
man,
Like 20
Did.
minutes.
did
Yeah.
give us $500 and said
Lord.
happy birthday.
dude.
Thank you for the happy birthday once again. That deserves another thank you for $500. So
I
anyway.
was picking on him. He posted a picture of the dog coming in and eating all the food out of the bowl, and then the dog jumps at the other dog and takes his bowl too. I'm like, sometimes I think of you as that white dog. Gobbling up all the available Hex. And he's like, sorry, man. I said, nah, just a little envy. That's all. Just a little envy.
Yeah, did you guys hear about this? It's kind of big news out there right now. Webcams chat should get pretty busy since OnlyFans has officially banned the porn and sexually explicit acts.
Yeah, what the hell? That puts
They didn't ban nothing. They just
I
banned
think they
like
have.
super fisting.
You know that.
What else will you be watching?
Wait, hold the phone. I'm missing out on something here. What the hell is super
It's super
fisting?
fisting.
All right, so they said
I want full detail, full detail.
no excessive fisting allowed. I'm like, is regular fisting allowed?
I was gonna say, I thought fisting was pretty excessive myself. I didn't know that there was super fisting.
I thought that was like the Marvel
Educate
Universe
me.
fisting.
RG, I think our age is showing here.
Educate me, please. Please educate me.
No, or better yet, don't. Don't educate him.
Yeah, let's keep that to a negative.
There are some
Yeah.
things you just don't need
Is
to
that
know.
where you put both hands
you
in
guys
up to
wanna
your
see that-
elbows and
And clap. You clap, yeah.
If you
That's
guys want to
That's some fucking
Do the
Olympic
egg beater.
diving stunt type shit, right? I mean, come on, super fisting.
if you guys want to see that, just go watch Dr. Pole and watch them impregnate with the cows. Okay, that's what
Is
you
that-
guys
is that
are
that
doing.
If
Dr. Pole impregnates the cows?
Is that
POL,
veterinarian?
yeah. Dr.
Is that
Pole.
legal?
Dr. Pole?
I think that's that
Values.
veterinarian, right? On Animal Planet or whatever.
Yeah,
They got guys on Animal Planet impregnating cows?
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
It's 2021.
I just
Yeah.
want to say it's
Where you
okay
been, Captain?
not
Where
to
you
know
been?
stuff, and
That's
it's okay
genetically
not to
just
want to know that
wrong.
stuff, ever.
Whales.
Nah.
I'm getting a tear is forming in my eye because like 6 months ago we were chiding Papa B for saying something about Kinetics as balls, and here we are today talking about power super fisting. I
There you
love
go.
it.
Value
love it.
add.
Yeah, he's happy now. He's like,
Yeah,
everybody else is talking about it but me.
We couldn't
I'm
bring
the- I'm
Papa
the
up to our
conservative one
level,
now.
so we dropped
Yeah.
down to his. So
Well, I'm the conservative one now. I'm like blushing. I'm blushing.
You're the conservative one. Upside down, bro.
Now this show has hit
I'm
an all-time
Wario.
low if we've got Papa B blushing.
Oh man, that's funny.
Well, yep, we went downhill fast.
I'm not
Of
gonna be
course.
allowed to hang out with you
Damn it,
guys
Bruce.
anymore.
Downhill is
serious.
the new uphill.
I onboarded somebody and I sent him to Richard's stream, like the one right. Which one was it? Oh man, he was talking about. Oh god, it was horrible. It was horrendous. He was talking about
right, Stormy,
stock size
right,
and everything.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
how
many
so the
viewers
person
do
you
we
were
have?
onboarding watched about toilet paper rolls. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it was yeah. He was talking about how humongous his was and all that stuff, and he was like, "Really, bro? This is what you got me into?" And I'm like, "No, you don't understand." He's like, "No, dude, I was sitting there listening to it on my couch. I had to turn it down. My wife and my kids are sitting there. I had to turn it down because it was so embarrassing."
Oh.
This is part 1 and part 2 of the Kitco interviews are the easiest, like, if you want to show your mum type of videos now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're really good.
They are
You
pretty
might
good.
want to
though.
show your mum that kind of video, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, but you're right.
So we had our editors clip out the Bitcoin to 10K blurb from the Kitco news and upload it to our channel today. It got some traction pretty quick. It was really well produced, so you guys should go check that out. It's a
Our
if you guys
TikTok's
wanna-
actually doing really well.
Dude, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
like 11,000 views, like the first video we posted. I was like, what? This is crazy.
Yeah, it's moving quick.
Yeah,
The TikTok is.
Oh, Hexadente's been shutting it down too over there. He's got like almost 10,000 subs or some crazy shit. Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So TikTok is blowing up for sure. What's going on,
Yeah,
Hexaden?
well,
Hard,
we're
man.
still early there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're still early there. We're not. It's not super saturated over there yet.
No.
Howdy, Wales.
I hear like everybody gets a billion views on TikTok. Do you think that's like bots or something?
No, dude, it's just too easy to scroll through it and listen
Stick,
to.
you got a lot of background noise, bro.
Yep.
You got it.
It's just so easy and so popular that you just get a lot of likes easy because people are just scrolling through.
Yeah,
and
it's
boom,
the
boom.
functionality of the app itself.
Yeah.
You literally don't have to search for anything. It literally just
Hexdeck, you got to fix your stuff, man. Unfuck yourself, Hexdeck. Unfuck yourself.
Ah, the good old days.
Well, what's a headset? Do I need one of those?
Did I unfuck myself?
Dude, Mike Roth.
Hey, it's been a lot
Blowing
better.
up my chats. Reach the fuck out to me already, bro. Instead of just blowing up my chat, let's talk about this, man. I'll be happy to talk about this. You got to give me something to research, but all I hear is the blurbs you keep throwing in my chats. Reach out to me, bro. Let's do some research. Walk me through this. I'd be happy to tell the Hexicans all about it, but throwing it up in my chat doesn't make it true. I got to do some research on it first. So come on, guys. Reach out to me. I'm curious. I really want to know about this stuff. So you got good info for me. Reach out to me.
If you guys don't know about trusts are basically, the wealth preservation tool of preference for those that have the wealth. So if you don't know anything about trust, either go ask somebody or start Googling your brains out, find books, go to Amazon, just educate yourself. Don't wait on anybody to tell you anything. You're going to fail, period.
Now that I've found out about them, I had to set one up for a family member, and then I started setting one up for myself. And what I realized in the process, I always thought that a trust was just like a will or whatever.
Nope.
But what it is it's programmable wealth is what
Correct.
it is. It's like
You can literally make it whatever you want.
Yeah. Like say you've got like 3
terms.
kids,
Yep.
and you got 2 of them that are like real good, and then one of them that's a little asshole, and you just like you don't want to cut him out or anything, but you want to make sure that like he meets some parameters. Like, okay, he gets this much money when he's not in jail for this amount of time, and if he's on the streets, I'll give him a hotel room money, and you can like set up your trust to take care of all those people. And like, well, I don't want any of the assholes to get these houses here. I want those to go to this charity over here. So you can like program your wealth to how you want it to look like, and and that's what a trust is. It's really cool, man. Really cool. You could do like anything. You could put anything in there. Like I want it to, I want my kid to do 45 somersaults before they get their money when they're 25.
And they must do it.
And they must do it.
No
and
option.
then they get their money or whatever, So like I found out somebody like said, okay, well, they had to be working and they had to have, this much of a business started and all this other stuff before they got like the wealth of their fathers. Really cool stuff you could put in there, man. Really cool.
It was a great film.
So
He had to spend all the
Bill
money
Gates
before he could get the inheritance.
Right. Well, Bill Gates's kids had to make their first $1 million before they could even claim any of their trust fund money.
Damn.
The trust made it that they had to make their own $1 million first.
If they were a Hexican, it would have been pretty easy.
It would have been really easy.
Just to give you an idea, I don't know if I can get this to focus on the screen or not. There you go. So my TikTok that you guys had me do a long time ago, because everyone likes Johnny Short videos. Look, I'm not doing so hot on TikTok. So it's not just automatic. Okay, so like my best video got like the best video was the one where I went against the other TikTokers that were pushing FUD, and that's because I mentioned their names and got their interactions, and that was 6,245 views. And the one next to that was only like 1,000 views, and that was making fun of Bitcoin Maxis. So it's not just automatic if you go to TikTok that you're going to get the views. So what you guys have accomplished is a lot more than you're giving yourselves credit for getting that attention. Now, Hexicans FN and Super Hex are killing it over there.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you have to add a bit of the old
dancing?
Flavor.
Well, there's a lot to it, right? So there's tagging on to popular labels. There's trending videos that get copied, and there's all this different stuff that they do, and they've got they up there, the Discourse guys, they've got a production company that understands all those in and outs, and that's gonna
they know that they do know what. Yeah, they know how to play those algorithms. Yes, they do. That's why we hired them, because we didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Well, it's obvious I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Even though you guys like my TikTok stuff, I mean, I've been doing this because you guys wanted it, not because I want to do it.
That's all I know about. That's all I know about TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh,
thirst trap.
Hot chick. Hold on,
trap.
hot chick. Okay. Oh, next.
What are you looking at, honey?
No, Captain. That's Tinder.
No, they don't have barbecue and Volkswagens on Tinder. It's like Volkswagen, barbecue, crypto, hot chick, barbecue, hot chick, Volkswagens, hot chick. It's like that's what my TikTok looks like.
It's like time value of money.
Yeah.
Time value of money.
What you really meant was Grinder. That's what you meant, not Tinder. Grinder.
All right, of course. Get with it.
Yeah, I don't know enough about all them apps y'all talking about, man.
You're good.
Yeah,
you don't
I'm
want to
sorry,
know.
I like real time women and shit, like a
Grinder. Is that an employment?
Until I became full-time Hexican on Twitter, I didn't even know what OnlyFans was. But for some reason, there's a lot of people on OnlyFans on Twitter. I don't know. Is that like where everyone goes to market themselves for their OnlyFans account? Like, I don't get it.
Yes.
I had no idea what the hell OnlyFans was until I became a Hexican on Twitter.
So I had to download Discourse. I had to download Telegram. I had to download TikTok. All this dumb stuff that not in 1,000 years would I have any use for whatsoever. But for the Hexican community, I did. And I had to get into to get into the Staker app, you had to communicate in the Discourse. So I had to get that. So all these extra, and I bought a new computer and I bought a new upgrade to my internet. And, it's like, why am I doing this? You guys got this covered?
Because you want to pump our bags, bro. You want to pump our bags. That's why.
Yeah.
We're proud of you, Johnny, that you got your own internet and you stopped stealing your neighbors.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't stealing my neighbors. I was stealing from myself on the other side of the complex there. But
oh, man.
I'm caretaking the house, so I'm getting free internet.
Caretaking the house, you get free internet.
Hey, Hexmac, can you sing Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love for me?
Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love, bro.
I have no
There you
idea.
go.
I have no idea what
I want
that
him to
song
sing,
is.
and
That's
I
way past my.
ran
That's way past my age.
my way.
Yeah, where's the Flock of Seagulls song? Couldn't get
What?
away.
If it gets too late, I'll start singing Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Who sings that, Papa B? I want to go look that up.
Honky Honky Burn of Love, Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Oh, okay.
You got
Yeah.
you kind of got the pompadour thing, but it's a Flock of Seagulls pompadour. You're right.
It's more
You're like-
Flock
you're
of
like-
Seagulls
you're like-
than it is
You're like
Elvis.
Kaniki from Greece or something.
Oh, you're giving them nostalgia, Hexmac.
Oh,
How nice.
I know it's yeah. It's just moments before you say, and I'll beat you to it. Papa, you're a lot to talk about other people's hair when you just don't have any. So I'll take that. I'll diffuse that right now.
I wasn't even
and then
thinking
we can
about
talk.
that, but thanks for
Yeah,
saying
yeah, because you're bald, fucking whales.
Exactly. Why would I think of that? Makes no sense.
I'll let you guys play with my hair at the next sex.
Whales don't have hair.
Sometimes you see without a hat on.
I was poking at Papa on the stream one day and said something about him being old and carbonating himself, and he's going, "Screw you, Johnny, we're the same age."
Yeah, we are. We are. But you wear it much better, Johnny.
This is what trading does to you.
This is what emergency unstaking does to you.
Oh, ooh, that hit low, Johnny. That's fighting words for Johnny. That motherfucker ain't even.
I'm just kidding. Johnny would never emergency unstake.
You say emergency unstake around Johnny, and he will have your ass, man.
That's a four-letter word.
Those are some fighting words around here.
That's like the worst put down ever. It's like you EDSer.
Yeah. It is.
Hey. You know me. I'm a proponent of early emergency exit. Everybody feel free.
Actually,
use that.
you're
button
right.
when you
Joker
need
and
to.
Shark Joker love it.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
really
you right now, I have made a lot of money off of emergency end staking. A lot of money off of emergency
I
end
have
staking.
too, actually. You're right.
I've made a lot of it.
I think we all have.
Yeah.
Feels like there's been a lot less.
Back in the day. I emergency unstake that shit and sent it out fucking 15 years before big payday. Hell yeah, emergency unstaking has its uses. Fucking A, it does. Thank you, RG. You woke up like 80% of the community.
Yeah, because I did the same thing, actually. Yeah. I did the same thing.
That's why he's the captain.
I don't remember if it was you or Hexo, but I know I saw both of you guys talk about it, and then something else happened that it clicked, and I was like, oh, I need to end these damn stakes. Then it must have been something Richard said too. It was like a few things, because this shit doesn't make sense unless you understand it. So it was a process. It was a process. Yeah.
It was a tool to be utilized at that time.
Right.
And there may be another time to use it again in the future. Who knows? But at that time, it was valuable. And it's a lot more valuable now that people are using it too. Now, I'm not a proponent of people doing it right now if I like you, but if I don't give a shit about you, you go right on ahead and hit that button. Knock yourself out. But if you are listening to me, leave that button alone if you don't know what it's for. For those of you who don't give a shit,
Not getting any of mine.
It's that whole kicker that if you got the big payday bonus, the normal 50% rules don't apply. You're not getting to keep that big payday bonus.
And it might not matter though. It might not matter depending upon where Hex is. It might.
Yeah, but if you staked after big payday, the 50% rule does apply. So there is kind of a window, right? So you can emergency unstake and forfeit your interest and stake out longer after big payday, and it doesn't include big payday. But if it's got big payday, you said this much time, you ain't getting it unless you serve that time. Don't even think about it.
Unless Hex is at $10 or $15 or $20, then
then
it might not matter.
We'll take all your interest.
Yeah, we'll take it.
It might not matter.
Hey,
Guys,
I can't wait for year 5 and year 7.5. I can't wait.
Oh, good point. The 10-year and the 15-year stakes, early end staking, just to get their principal back. Can you imagine the payouts for the interest that were earned up to that point coming to
People are gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Their Hex being dropped on us.
Guys, in the Pulse chat, we've got, I mean, I must have been once a week. There's somebody that says, did I do this right? I emergency unstaked. And a resounding, everyone in the chat, like 50 people, like suddenly come in and say, didn't you read the warning that popped up?
Yeah.
And the answer is
freaking
always no, I just clicked. So please read that damn warning that was put up. It wasn't there at the beginning. It's there for you to remember.
What the hell is going on out there, man? I feel like Vince Lombardi right now in the fucking super. Like, what is going on out there that people are just ignoring flashing fucking warning signs? Like, what is that?
Man, you know,
am I like retarded or something? I don't know it. Like, what is going on?
So I was onboarding this lady, and she gets onto her crypto.com and she goes, oh, okay. And I was trying to explain to her how to get her Ethereum, and she's like, okay, buy crypto. I'm like, what did you buy? She goes, I don't know. I'm like, you literally just went $500 and you don't know what you bought? Did you buy Bitcoin? Did you buy Ethereum? And,
oh my God.
And this is the people that buy Doge. Okay.
Right. That's right.
On an app that you can't move it off of.
because it's paper. It's an IOU for crypto. It's not real. They're like, I own crypto. Really? What's your wallet address? Oh, I don't have an address. You don't own crypto.
You don't have crypto.
Dude,
but they don't know any better.
They have an IOU.
They don't know any better.
Story. Johnny,
was like,
story. This guy at work came to me, and he's like, I was talking to him about Hex back in November of last year, and he comes to me and he's like, yeah, I just put $1,000 in Doge. I'm like, bro, what did you just do? I'm like, I told you to buy Hex. He's like, no, but my son said Dogecoin is pumping.
My son, ask your son.
Yeah, is your son a millionaire? You take financial advice from your son?
That's crazy, yo. Wow.
Well, the funny thing is, like, he comes into the shop, like, this is just like a month ago. And I could have retired after Vegas, but whatever. He comes into the shop and he's like, yeah, my Dogecoin is down. I said, yeah, you want to see what Hex looks like? And I showed him the Staker app. Game over.
Game over.
Yeah, I bet he fucking saw the fucking light after that shit.
Yep. Well, that's funny because I've told you guys all this story before, but a friend of mine from the trenches of 2017, we both lost. I lost much bigger than he did, but we both lost. I went to him December and January 2019 and 2020, and I said, dude, you've got to get in on this. You've got to get in on it. Just throw a couple $100 in it. Throw a couple $100 in it. Just wait. Just stake it for a year or two. Just wait to see what happens. He didn't buy. He goes, yeah, I know. You kept saying it. It's run up so much. And I'm like, you're still not too late. Go ahead. Well, 3 months ago when Doge was all the rage and we knew that Elon Musk was going to be going on Saturday Night Live, he went into his Robinhood app and bought Doge. And I'm like, dude, we've been in this together since 2017, man. I told you, don't buy that. I told you what to buy. Yep. Went from 76 cents down to 20 cents.
Who saw freaking Mark Cuban shilling Doge on Twitter the other day and being like, yeah, you can go into your Robinhood app. You can go into Robinhood app and buy it in there, guys, and it's the best crypto out there.
Did you see his fucking logic?
Stupid.
Did you see his fucking logic? Like, yo.
Yeah, listen to the guy that got absolutely rugged.
Let's talk about billionaires for a fucking second. Like, these motherfuckers are literally out here trying to get people wrecked. I hope you guys realize this, right?
That's true.
Well, he got completely rugged in DeFi.
Yeah, of course he did, because he's a freaking schmuck. Like, you got to understand, this is crypto. You can't just come up in here and just buy anything. Like, people think you can do that, but that's not reality. And the market has shown us
the bull market.
Right, correct. And that's not reality because it's not always going to be a bull market. So how long does a bull market last, and how long does a sideways to down market last, right?
Yeah.
Big difference in duration.
Guys, I love you all, but it's my birthday, and my family wants me.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you,
bro.
Thank
you, brother.
And
Enjoy.
And I ate my cake here with you. I'm going to go out there and hang out with my family and have a
Let
good
me
time.
Take care of
Have
this
a great
for you,
birthday, Captain.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. And hey, you two in the fucking chat room, knock it off. Benny and freaking Bree, knock your shit off.
Agreed.
Quit fucking fighting with each other, man. I'm gonna ban both of you. Knock it off. Benny, quit being a dick. You're
They
a
were
fucking
gonna
asshole.
they were gonna
sometimes.
fucking swap presents earlier. You can't win
I
with
think
these
that-
two.
I think
I
they're
know it
dating
was.
now.
They were best of friends before, and now they hate each other. So
Well, Benny, sometimes Benny
and
drinks
make
too
up.
much and he says stupid shit. So Benny, just shut the fuck
Yeah.
up because I know you're probably sitting there drinking like a dumbass. So knock it off, you dumb fuck. You're gonna say some stupid shit. Thank you, Milf Tony.
They-
Appreciate it.
yeah.
And just
And
knock
with
it off.
that
Breeze out of
outro.
Presley.
My broker says, in the long run, that kind of investment could be a good idea. What's your broker say?
Well, my broker is E.F. Hutton. And E.F. Hutton says